What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who catch the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. When we do these live chats in the future, you can take part right along with us in the live chat. So, got my brother from another mother, Mr. Dedrick Hicks Jr. here today, and we're talking floral fragrances that we enjoy because there's a certain number of fragrances that when we wear them, whether it's Heidi, whether it's Sway, they hang off of us on these. They love when we wear them. This is wives' personal favorites. Hence why the title I got a little creative with to make your woman drool. Because I can tell you the five I got actually because we got some honorable mentions here. It's really more like 12 fragrances. We're going to be discussing the honorable mention together, but these are like for my five for sure, big time Heidi favorites, and I'm sure for his big time Sway favorites. So we'll be having that discussion here in a little bit as far as what I'm wearing today. Dark Horse of the Boss Descent line, Pure Cord. I really think it just got a bad rap because it's in a line full of great stuff. This is not a bad fragrance, guys. This is actually a pretty good fragrance. Because when it came out, it really got some lukewarm, like underwhelming reviews from people. And I think it's because we've gotten so split. Because by the time this came out, Private Accord, I believe Absolute was out too. Private Accord, Absolute, the original EDT, and the Intense, and the Parfum Edition. I believe all of those had been out by then, which Private Accord and Absolute, that was far and wide the two best ones in the line at the time. And every release since has been the new best one. So this is actually really good. Blonde Suede, it does have this softer, like supple leather feel to it. The ginger's not super spicy. It's a light spice, adds a little creaminess to it. You get that fruity sweet Maninka tone from the signature note. Here's actually a pretty good fragrance, especially like spring and fall type of weather, daytime. It's a good one. I think it's underappreciated, not just underrated. If this was in a different fragrance line, I think it would have got a little bit more love. I think there was the bias of all the other stuff in the line that kind of makes it seem like it's not as good as it actually is. Look, it's not. I'm not saying it's the best one, but far and wide, it's like middle of the pack at best in the line. That's because the line's so good. So nice to wear this one today. It really fit the day. The high was 70 degrees. We got some cooler weather coming over the next couple of days, thankfully. So be able to wear some heavier stuff. So let's try to get caught up in the chat. We'll hang out for about 10 minutes and get caught up in the chat, and we'll bring Dedrick on and get into our topic. Blaine is wearing Precious Treasure. Excellent choice. Roy, good to see you. Bad Boy EDT. Himajoma Spring in Baume, I'm assuming is, or is it Baume? I don't know. Best green in my collection, and the closest being my third 10 out of 10 fragrance. Smelling Spring in Norway. Good to see you, Kevin, wearing Dunhill Signature Agarwood. Scented Evenings Day 3 Fragrances. Ayland. Boy, everybody's been loving that one. Manny, good to see you, sir. Club de Nuit Prechot. You can't go wrong there. Precious Prechot, however you'd like to say it. Cosmic Pepper. So well-rounded. Such a great everyday wear. Tay, good to see you, my man. Electimus Vixair. I've heard good things. I just haven't tried it myself. Barry, good to see you. CH Passion. Now we're talking. Speaking of florals, you really fit the topic here. My wife's a big fan of that one, too. That one, she doesn't like more than these, but she does very much enjoy that one. Quest, I messed with him a little bit. At a glance, he was on the road. He thought Justin was in the stream. I'm like, him and Dedrick look nothing alike. Fakar Gold, alrighty, sir. Yes, I was busting his balls a little bit. Trey, good to see you, sir. John, always a pleasure. So he commented hours and hours ago, and I've noticed when you comment many hours early in the stream, some of the comments tend to drop off. I've noticed that over the years. It's not anything new. It's kind of always been like that since I've been live streaming. Joel, good to see you. Fan your flames. Beautiful boozy coconut tobacco. Lovely cedarwood. My man Kix Griffey, good to see you wearing Lamal Lover. One of the better releases that will be in that mid-tier designer video that I'll be doing in the next 2 or 3 days. I'm kind of trying to space it out from the 10 best because we're going to have the 15, that mid-tier, these great releases. Not the best releases, but what I deem to be still some great releases as far as designers this year. Skipping on down. Antonio, good to see you, sir. Versace Oud Noir. Okay. Excellent choice. Ryan wearing Eros EDP. That'll make Jay very happy. Pull the trigger on the other bottles. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, see, he was on the highway, so no worries. Let me skip on down a little bit. Let's see. Argos Danye, torn between Intense Strap Wazé or Dior 2020 for tomorrow. You can't go wrong with either. One's fresher than the other, though. Depends on your weather. If it's a little warmer outside, I'd probably go Dior Homme 2020. If it's a little cooler, I'd go with Intense Rapoise. Sure appreciate that. Is Zara the most wanted? Don't be afraid of florals. One of my favorite subgenres in fragrances. Mine as well. Right after blue fragrances is florals for me. Let's see. Bone down. Good to see you, sir. Nature One by Lattafa. I've never tried that one. Let's see. Cajun Elixir. Good to see you, sir. Scent of the day. Fragrance One. Date from Jeremy. Good evening to you as well. Ferragamo's Uomo Signature. We talked about that one today. Got a decant of Nichané's Saffron Cologne based off your recommendation, and it's great. I agree. That was in my favorite pickups of the year video for stuff that nothing that got sent to me, no new releases, just stuff I bought that I was like, holy shit, this is like some of the best stuff I grabbed this year. That, if we would have ranked them, probably would have been number one. That fragrance is super impressive to me. I really think that's a standout from Nichané. If there's ever one I really would recommend, like absolutely try that one if you have similar taste to mine, guys, is Nichané Saffron Cologne. Warm weather leather. Saffron really warms up that citron. You have a kind of soft suede, the earthy vetiver from the original. It's amazing. It is so amazing. If you want leather in the summer, that is the one. Wanachoa, good to see you, sir. Dior Homme Parfum. Amazingness right there. That was in this morning's video as well. Tom Ford Costa Azura. Excellent choice, Cody. I'm assuming signature EDP. Valentino Uomo EDT from 2021 and Infrared EDT for your 1-2 punch for today. Forward to this. I need florals in the collection. Cold here in Maine. So scent of the day, Bravanzo Baron. Very much like Carlisle. Been sitting on the shelf since the summer. Is Dior Homme Parfum? Oh, hey, we got another one wearing Dior Homme Parfum. Just ordered signature tobacco. Would it be possible to get away with leather tobacco in a work setting? It depends on if there's any restrictions with your company when it comes to fragrance. Some have restrictions. But if you're easy on the, I mean, very easy, like 1 to 2 sprays is still gonna be crazy strong. And that's a very like super assertive fragrance. So if you're going to test the waters with that one personally in an office setting, I would say 1 spray it and see how it goes, because it's going to radiate off you. So 1 spray is a lot of that fragrance. If you're going office setting, as long as you enjoy it and everybody's good with it, you could always adjust for the next time if you feel like you could get away with some more sprays. But I feel conference rooms and banquet halls with 3 sprays on that. I got fussed by Justin twice wearing 3 sprays of that. It's so strong off of me. So just throwing that out there. I mean, you maybe you get away with 10 sprays of that, which is wild, but you never know until you get out there and try it. Attack the Cologne. What's going on, Ruben? Good to see you, my man. Enjoy your break while you're here, for sure. Club Dinwiddie Intense Man, great choice. Got another compliment with Dior Homme 2020 from a coworker. People seem to really like it. I just so happen to as well. I mean, super versatile fragrance. Good to see you, sir. All the Fragcom. Scent of the day is Nazar Fragrances dupe of Herod. Terrence did a great job on it. That's fire. All right, noted. Dedrick definitely has more experience with that than I do. Let's see, Quez, good to see. I was rushing to get to class. Nothing. Hey, it happens sometimes, man. Do what you got to do. Prisme Vert. It's more masculine, citrus forward take on Herbapura. I'd be interested in checking that one out then. The most wanted EDP Intense, the black bottle. We got 2 people in the chat wearing it. Mr. Hidden Gems has shown up. No hate from me today. No, that's your compadre. When he shows his ass, he always shows his ass. That'll be when Mr. Virtue shows up. It's a running joke for us to give each other a hard time. So that'll be some fun. Trust me. You guys will know when I notice Jason's here, because I'll start picking on him. And he'll probably have a comment picking back that I pin in the first place. That's just our dynamic. But good to see you, Gems. So, guys, I'm going to skip down a little bit. Matt, good to see you, sir. I know you have a bottle of that. You bought it around the time it came out, actually. Let's skip on down a little ways. So my apologies, because we're about to hit 10 minutes. I want to get my guy on, and we'll get into this topic. We got 140 in the chat in the first 9 minutes. I appreciate you guys. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up, because it does indeed help. Mr. Sean Clark, I see you, sir. Mr. Novice Nose, Adolfo, I see all of you gentlemen. So let's see. Was going to go live or first impression of Al Haramain Amber Oud Extreme Gold. New to me, but not wise to go live while y'all are. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You can always go live. We'll just split the audience a little, or they might have 2 windows open. That kind of stuff happens. None of us really synchronize doing lives. Some of us do. Like me and Dedrick were talking live streams for the week because tomorrow I got Justin. He's going to be doing something with George. So we're making sure we weren't doing it at the same time. It's wise to do that, but nobody's got to do that. Let's see, where was I? I lost my spot. Tried Baby Cat today. Amazing scent. Rifaka coming in tomorrow. Well, if you tried Baby Cat first, you might not like Rifaka as much. Because I tried Rifaka before I tried Baby Cat, and that's where it impressed me. So, Madden Fragrance Champ, the champ is here. What's good, everybody? Good to see you, sir. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my brother from another mother. I mean, we were separated at birth, really and truly. I mean, if you just really get down to the nuts and bolts of it. My guy, my tag team partner, the FWO is for life. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dedrick Hicks Jr., what's going on, my guy?
What's going on? What's going on? Very happy and excited to be here. What's going on with you, my man? Chat, what's going on, chat? Glad everybody decided to come out and hang out with us tonight. So very excited to be here. Very excited.
Likewise, my man. So we got to start it off right. What you wearing today? What's on skin?
Well, we're gonna get to it. It's actually one of the honorable mentions that
Let's go right into that. I already discussed the topic. We got 150 in the chat for those of you just getting here. These are floral fragrances that both my wife Heidi and his wife Sway just happen to love on us. And we're recommending them because based on our experience, you might have similar success with your lady. I'm not saying it's to pick ladies up, but I'm saying it's to keep your lady hanging off of you if you got one already.
For sure.
So let me know what
and
you got.
This is indeed one of my wife's favorites for sure. And indeed mine. From the House of Zaharoff, one of my honorable mentions, we have Signature Rosé. Signature Rosé was my scent of the day. Just
great choice.
Just so beautiful to be reminded how great this is. In my collection, hands down, the very best rose fragrance in my collection. Jammy, sweet, smoky, a little bit spicy. It's fantastic. I get all the different facets off of my skin with this beauty right here. So Signature Rosé is outstanding. I highly recommend it. Get you a sample. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Speaking of Sway, Mrs. Hicks is here. She can vouch for all of his picks or call bullshit on him. It's going to be one of the two. She will do both. She will definitely do both.
She will.
But yeah, that's an honorable mention. He just happened to be wearing it today that we did discuss because there's no secret here, guys. I'll just go into the other honorable mention with Black Rose. We both, let's get it out the way early. We both love these. The wives love them. My wife has her own bottle of rosé. You know, they're hits, guys. Here it's warm, woody, resinous, much more spicy. This is actually a very masculine rose, much more so than rosé. Where rosé is magic, this is more manly. Still has magic to it, but definitely more man's man with rose. That's kind of how you can look at it. This is some serious stuff right here. It's great. Where I like to wear rosé just for whatever, whenever. Black Rose is we're going to dinner. It's got that something extra for dinner, you know. Whereas my wife will wear rosé as when we're going to dinner. She wears it to dinner more than I do.
Incredible stuff. Great creations, man. Great creations. George and Claude. Spectacular.
Magic. Pure magic. So what Nee says, so you're saying this is wifey panty dropper edition. I can only speak for myself, but never once have I sprayed a fragrance and my wife felt the need to take her underwear off. That shit is ridiculous. It's fodder to get clicks. And if you come across a lady, Sway, cover your ears. If you're coming across a lady that's going to give it to you like that because you smell good, double wrap, fellas. If it's that easy, it's that sleazy. I'm just going to say it. If it's that easy, it's that sleazy. All right? That is fodder for clicks.
Great advice.
You unplug them, Sway. You unplug them.
Great advice.
So I got some laughs out of him, the guy that asked the question. So, I'm serious. I'm making it funny, but I'm dead serious. So D, now that we got the fun out the way and the obvious picks, hit me with something I'm not expecting here. What's one that Sway just loves when you wear? Talk to me about something.
Believe it or not, I was really surprised by this. I was spraying it, getting ready to head out. I was actually in my office. She was around the corner out front, and it traveled out there. I was getting ready to leave, and she shouted out, "Oh, that smells good." Came in here. I showed her what it was. She hadn't seen the bottle, wasn't familiar with it, but I was really, really surprised how much that she really enjoyed this as I sprayed it on. And it's from the house of Ormond Jane, and we're talking Montebaco, Cuba.
I haven't tried this.
Montebaco, Cuba. This is loaded with white florals with the original base DNA in here. It has an attractive softness to it. It's a little bit of vanilla in the base as well. So if you take your tobacco and your suede, your juniper berry, and everything that makes this DNA so special, this is one that has the most sex appeal out of Verano and Intensivo. This is one that is just absolutely spectacular. I got to shout out my man's Jason Vercher for putting me on and really starting the conversation that he prefers this over Intensivo. And you know, me and your conversation, Ross, about what we've been talking about. But Cuba is outstanding.
The most redundant thing you can do is own Verano and Intensivo. But if you like either, you kind of need both.
And I have
it's
both.
A weird conversation. We both have both. You know,
you
don't need both, but if you like one, you need both.
Yes, but it's very, very distinctive. The white florals in here. I was very surprised how they were on the surface on the first spray. So Montebaco, Cuba, it's really, really good. Beautiful floral infused version of the DNA. Great stuff.
See, I need to try that because I love a good jasmine note and that Isui Super tobacco-based DNA.
It's great, man.
I'm a fan.
It's great.
So
it's great.
You got people seconding and thirding those nominations. E. Kroom, Deacon Chris, they're all right there with you. Like, yep, that's the one. Yeah. I'm sure if Jason was here, he'd be hitting all caps about how excited he is you picked it.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Jason for putting me on for sure.
So with that, I feel like I should go with what I got in the thumbnail.
So where you at?
So Dedrick, do you have Adonis Awakens?
I do not have a full bottle, but I do have samples. Yes.
So you have tried it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. It's
so
beautiful.
Behind these two, this is my top 3 rose fragrances right here.
I can see that.
And the reason I love Birth of Venus so much from Argos is it's a fresher take on this. I relate it to Adonis Awakens greatly.
Yeah.
Raspberry fruitiness, rich, thick Bulgarian rose meets Rose Absolute. It's a little warm, but not super ambery. It doesn't have a bunch of spice. There's just a hint of it here. But the woodiness here that Mysore sandalwood he likes to use really takes hold, makes it a very woody, fruity rose. No femininity to this at all, I find. I feel like this is just as masculine. It, in some ways, maybe more than something like a black rose.
Ooh, really? Okay.
It's just so now maybe not quite as masculine as black rose, but more than rosé, I think for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's my next full bottle purchase from the house. Definitely.
It's such a work of art.
Definitely my next full bottle purchase for sure.
You don't need a lot of sprays. Heidi's a big fan of everything Argos. She wears Parfum and Palace Athene often. She has worn this one twice herself as well. Even though I find it quite masculine, she enjoys it. There's certain men's fragrances, Strong With You Intensely. She loves wearing that one too.
So does my wife.
Do it, man. It's that toffee note. I think it's that toffee note in that fragrance.
It is. It is. My wife loves that as well. She's worn it a couple of times.
She's never smelled the women's version, but boy, she sure loves the men's one. It just goes back to fragrance doesn't have a gender. There's really no point in marketing Parfum pour homme. Just name the fragrance and sell it, you know?
For sure. I've talked about that on recent videos where I'm going to try my best to stop, splitting it male, female, because like you said, like people like what they like. Yeah, people like what they like. People like what they like. And, I hate you like a man's fragrance? No, it's not a man's fragrance. It's not a woman's fragrance. Like you said, does it lean a little here, lean a little there? Sure. Yeah, for sure.
And same thing here. While I say it leans very masculine for being rose dominant, like I said, Heidi's worn it twice that I remember. She may have worn it more, but 2 times I can recall for sure. It smells lovely on her. The sandalwood really comes alive, and the sweetness always comes out more on her. Anything we both wear, that's always the case. Rosé, same thing. The sugar sweetness pops off of her.
Women can definitely pull off anything in Argos.
Yeah, and honestly,
even Trifle Bacchus.
That's my stepdaughter's favorite fragrance. She went through a 30 ml of that already. I need to replace the bottle. I keep forgetting to get her another one.
Okay.
Palace Athene and Parfum. Like Parfum, Justin wears that more than the Pour Homme.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like Parfum a few times. If you like Iris, you'll absolutely like.
You'll love it.
Parfum.
Yeah.
It doesn't lean too feminine. None of Christian's fragrances really lean too much one way or the other, excluding maybe a few. Birth of Venus is a women's fragrance. It's one of my favorites from the house.
I have one that's
marketed for women, right?
I have one that definitely people deem a little bit, probably the most feminine from the house. And I'm going to talk about that next.
Okay, perfect. So let me put a cap on this one, because first and foremost, we have to take a look at this plate before we move on, because all of his bottles are complete works of art. I would say when it comes to bottle presentation, I think Christian's probably an arguable number one overall.
Oh, yeah.
Because of these hand enamel painted plates just really I mean, the entire presentation's amazing in itself, but when you look at that plate, it's such a separator, right? It tells the story. It fits the theme of the fragrance.
Beautiful.
Just absolutely stunning stuff.
Speaking of Christian, he just jumped in the chat saying, hello, gents.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Singing the praises of Adonis Awakens and Palace Athene and all the floral fragrances.
Absolutely.
Perfect timing. So what do you have for us next, my guy?
Well, let's keep the Argos train going, because this is one that I don't see a lot of conversation about, but it's one of my absolute favorites, top 5 from the house. And this is one people say, oh, it leans a little feminine. Not to me. It's loaded with florals from the house of Argos. We're talking Love Triumphs Over War.
I don't find it's that feminine either, honestly.
Love Triumphs Over War. Man, rose, host of white florals. It's the cashmere wood, the vanilla, the musk, the cinnamon. It's incredible. And this is my latest purchase from the house. So I've worn this to work 3 times. And every time that I've worn this, it has garnered conversation and compliments. No lie. Like the ladies in my building, when I come through, they want to know what it is. They want to know what it is. My wife loves how it smells. My sister Shoshana was in town a few weeks ago. She loved how it smells. Like I said, loaded with florals, tart fruitiness, a very nice base, vanilla, cashmere and wood towards the base of it. And honestly, as I get towards the mid, the cinnamon really makes a beautiful appearance. Really dancing well with the florals of this fragrance. This is a beast of a performer. So all of my performance heads out there who want a big time performer, this stuff is incredible. It is top 5 from the house, and I love wearing this. I love wearing this. I was really surprised how different it was on paper than skin. That's what sold me on getting the bottle. Because on paper, I was like, okay, it's cool. It leans a little bit too feminine on paper. Right. But hit it on the skin. I sat with it for a whole day. And made the purchase the next day. What's up, Christian? How you doing, man? Appreciate it.
Chat. Wonderful to see the collabo. Sure appreciate that, sir.
Take a look at that plate like Ross did. I know it's clashed with my light a bit, but beautiful.
He said that was his most worn fragrance this past summer was Love Triumphs Over War.
Oh, yeah. See, I mean, I find it very versatile for all year round. Very versatile. So
I love that with Birth of Venus. I think Birth of Venus is his freshest fragrance. I'm telling y'all, any of you that haven't tried Birth of Venus, I always sing the praises. Anytime Argos comes up,
it's really good.
No matter which one I'm talking about, I end up working Birth of Venus in the conversation somewhere.
It's really good.
Fan of it.
It's really good. So
yeah, for sure.
My second choice of the evening from the house of Argos, we're talking Love Triumphs Over War.
Excellent choice. I feel like we're coming with some serious hitters here so far. I got a couple.
We have to, right?
And it's not just niche. I got well, really one. I got one designer.
About to say, so do I.
So Olivier Creed's nephew, Mr. Jason Vercher, is here wearing Creed Royal Oud.
Ooh, a banger. Shout out Jason.
Always a pleasure to see Olivier Creed's nephew.
Yeah, absolutely. In the flesh.
In the flesh.
Oh yeah.
No, I
was so
haven't
good.
seen Danielle in a while, Joel. Everybody keeps confusing D's fragrances for Danielle everywhere he goes. It's hilarious. I just happen to be in every chat where it happens. It's hilarious.
Yeah, hope Danielle's doing well. Last time I heard from her, she said she was working like crazy because it was the holidays.
That's the last time she popped in my chat. She told me something similar. I think it was probably around the same time.
Yep. Hopefully she's well for sure.
So Valentine's Day, we got a double release coming from Argos.
Double release.
Hey, remember last fall,
Hey.
in a span of a month, he dropped like 4 fragrances, 5, and a restock Anemian Lion last fall. So you never know with Chris. He drops them in bunches sometimes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited.
I got to pin the comment talking about French Defense. Oof. Sir, you get a soft live stream clap. I'm so proud of you right now.
It's good.
You're telling the right two people this, sir.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. Mm-hmm.
So Eric wants to back me on this. Birth of Venus is amazing. My wife loves it just as much as me. I'm gonna get her 100 ml, so she'll stay away from mine. Why do you think I got my wife her own bottle of rosé?
I don't think my wife has gotten her nose on that one. I'm gonna let her smell it when we're done. I got a sample of it, and I'll be curious to see how she thinks about that. So thank y'all for the alley-oop there.
Josh wants to know what's our favorite in the house. You want to say it?
Of course, you let me go first because I'm the guest.
Yeah,
we can say it at the same time.
We can say Triumph Bacchus at the same time. You know, that's most people's answer, Josh. Not everyone, but most.
But yeah, he has so many great things. But Triumph Bacchus,
that's it. It's the chef's. It's that chef's kiss. Exactly what Dedrick did. For every phenomenal release Christian has, for all the complexity, for even the signature he's now created with that Mysore sandalwood, because he loves.
Yes, beautifully done. Yes,
they're true works of art, both olfactive, what you see visually, everything. But it's just something special about Triumph Bacchus that just me, it can't be topped.
That peach, it's the peach and the tobacco and the rum combo is mind blowing.
And look, the fruits just get stronger as it ages. Believe it or not, it just gets stronger.
Oh yeah, my
bottle is a few years old. It's just as dark as the X-Traits juice.
I was just about to say my juice
used to be a light orange. Now it's like burnt red.
It's outstanding.
Yeah,
it's top 10 in my collection. Period.
Same. So it's my favorite tobacco fragrance. Number 1.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Number 1.
Beautiful.
Not even close.
Absolutely. Okay. Nice.
All right. So with that, let me scroll down a little bit, and we're. It must be overhyped. Then Jason said French Defense is an 8 out of 10. If it's 8 out of 10 from Jason, it's trash. I just want to let y'all know his rating system. It's got to be 9+ or better to be worthy of Jason Virtue to buy a bottle.
Well, that's really good for him. If he's giving out 8 out of 10s, you know.
Tyler with $10 super chat. Everyone hit the like button. Scent of the night is Precious Treasure. It's stunning. I agree. I was at Scent Explorer this weekend. I smelled a ton of niche fragrances, and I can tell you Precious Treasure is top tier. I can second that, sir.
It's
Randy,
really good.
My guy. Can't stay. Want to show some love, both you gentlemen in the chat. Wearing Grand Soir. That's a masterpiece. One of the best amber
fragrances. Shout out Randy for sure. Fragrance dude for sure.
Appreciate you, sir. So with my next one, this is one that, you know, if I think Kara's here, she's going to be a little jealous. I'm sorry, Kara. I thought of you when I picked it too, because I know she's been trying to get a bottle. My wife loves when I wear this. This is a summertime rose for me. It's aquatic. It's citrusy. It's fruity. It's a fresh, super powdery Turkish rose. It's Mancera So Blue. And look for some reason it can't stay in stock anymore, but this has been around for like almost 10 years and it never got love. Like for the longest time, like Kuba's video was like the only review on it for years. Nobody cared about it. I eventually just grabbed it because it's it's oddly rated on the forums and stuff. And I was like, looking at the notes, I think I'd like it. I think it's like I ranked it number 6 out of when I did my top 40. That's how much I enjoy it. Heidi's a sucker.
I've never smelled it.
Heidi's a sucker. This is one that we share. She's a sucker for this one, both on me and on her. It's a monster performer. It's citruses, it's fruits, it's marine notes, but this Turkish rose really stands out. Let me pull up the notes for you guys. Well, ratings are decent here. I think it's on Troll Grantica where it's kind of iffy with the ratings. What did you expect, right? Fresh
That
floral
breakdown's
aquatic,
nice.
sweet and fruity, multitude of citruses. But the main thing that stands out to me, it's a juicy fruit citrus kind of smell. The marine notes, I think,
Okay.
enhance it. And that Bulgarian rose really, really strong. And I don't know if the vanilla adds to the powderiness, but I get zero earthiness from oak moss. I don't really get any warmth from amber. Clearly they are there, but I think they're in just such low percentage in the formula that I just don't get. Maybe it's my skin, but both on Heidi and myself, I don't smell a lot of those base notes outside of the vanilla and the sandalwood, maybe a little bit of musk, but it's mainly like super watery, aquatic, powdery rose.
Does the violet show up in that fragrance like that?
Not on me. It's mainly rose,
Okay.
like dominant, clear as day. Like they list it as Bulgarian. It smells more like Turkish to me because of what the marine notes, because there's a lot of this marine note accord. And
Okay.
that makes, because Bulgarian rose is typically a thicker rose, whereas Turkish is your fresh stuff. It makes it smell more like Turkish rose. So that's
Okay.
why I always say that. Regardless of what's listed, it smells like a fresh Turkish rose to me. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's not for everybody. It is on the synthetic side. It's one of those Manceras people would say is just a designer, because it's slightly more chemical smelling. It's not a natural smell, but oh, man, magic in the air, and it never leaves you. I don't go nose blind to it. And this is a many compliments in a day from Heidi fragrance. Many.
I
Yeah.
gotta get my nose on that for sure. Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of great things about it. A lot.
Really? Who else have you heard?
I've heard a lot of people who when I talk Mancera, people who follow the channel, they say get your nose on So Blue, So Blue, So Blue. So not reviewers.
I didn't even know it was getting that kind of credibility. I had no idea, because I picked it up on a whim a couple of years ago.
Oh no, yeah. I've been told to get my nose on So Blue quite a few times, yes.
Because I kind of told Kara on it, and she's been like eagerly trying to find a bottle. So
okay,
I don't know if she's still here. I haven't seen her comment. So that's why I was like, I hate to bring it up, because I know she's gonna be like, damn it.
For sure. Okay, all right, that's what's up.
So let's see what we got. I own Lemon Lime, French Riviera from Mancera. They're both very lovely and great for high heat. Yes, they are.
Love French Riviera.
Fresh cut lemons. Lemon lime's good for that, for sure.
Love French Riviera.
Oh, she is here. There's Kara. Okay. So what you got for me next, my man? We got Mr. Michael Paul from day 3. So we've had Christian and Mike show up today.
Shout out Mike, man.
Great perfumers with 2 great brands.
Absolutely.
Didn't know Christian perfumes his fragrances, just like Mike perfumes his.
Shout out Mike. You know, one of the great people in this space for sure.
We sure appreciate that, Mike. Said here supporting 2 of my faves.
Oh man, appreciate that,
right
Mike,
back
for sure. Thank you. Absolutely. Well, I figured I'd go ahead and be the one to talk about this one because it deserves to be talked about. It's
we don't know what he's picking, by the way.
We don't
discuss. There may be a double up. I don't know.
It could be. It could very well be. But this deserves conversation. And the notavirus, to me, there is absolutely none better. Period. I don't have all of the versions. I haven't smelled all the versions. I just have what I have. And this is spectacular. From the house of Dior, we have Dior Homme Parfum.
I knew where this was going. I talked about it this morning.
It has to be discussed.
The only reason I didn't put it on here is because, believe it or not, I'm the one in the household that loves it. Heidi's never told me she loves how it smells. She's never said anything bad about it either. But I really wanted to weigh in what she thought here, and just she's not that much of a fan. I think it's like the greatest iris fragrance ever made.
I remember Thanksgiving about 2 years ago. We were getting ready to go to my grandmother's, and that's when I first got this bottle. It was about 2 years ago.
That's
and
the 100 ml,
getting dressed. Yep, 100 ml. I sprayed it on. My wife was standing next to me. She was getting ready, and she stopped and looked over and did one of those. She said, "That smells incredible." That smells incredible. Got me a quick look, and she said, "What is that?" She picked up the bottle later on, started smelling it. So I always keep it in the tuck, for her, because I have so many different fragrances that I wear and I experiment with. But when you get those kinds of reactions, you definitely want to keep this one around. So I'm glad that she does. Like, she is a fan of the iris. Never been, especially the makeup baggy iris. But this one here, I think what she's really attracted to is that leather that's meeting that iris. My wife loves leathers and spicy and woody fragrances off of me. She makes it very clear that you smell like a man with those. But even with the iris that has that makeup baggy feel, the leather, at least on my skin, really shows up. So this is a great, great, great recommendation, especially if you're talking iris. To me, it has a lot of sex appeal. To me, it's just very, very fitting for the time that we are in now in the cooler months. So if you're going to a lounge, date night, holiday party, whatever you got going on, this is one to consider. And I love it. It's my favorite iris in my entire collection. Dior Homme Parfum. I don't know what year this is or what. I don't know. I have no idea.
Beyond. As far as I know, there's just they haven't changed the formula since. According to everybody else, it hasn't changed since the 75 ml. I've never smelled the 100 ml. I have 2 bottles of the 75, and it's one I can get away with 2 sprays. It's so crazy strong.
Right. But this performs really well too. Really well.
So this fragrance is actually classified as a leather fragrance.
Is it?
That's what I love the most about it as well.
Well, that iris really bombs on my skin for sure.
Well, the reason I even point out that it's technically classified as a leather, because when you compare it to all the other ones, it's the least irisy of the bunch in the line. And it's still extremely prominent and obvious, but I mean that leather just puts you in a chokehold. It's one of the better
no doubt.
leather florals I've ever made. Because it's a darker, more rough and tumble type of leather. It's got an edge to it.
No doubt.
A little bit more bad boy.
It is elite. It is elite. It is elite for sure.
Excellent stuff, my guy. I wish I could have put it in my list. I talked about it this morning. It's not one of her favorites on me, unfortunately.
It's beautiful, man.
She prefers the Aroma Intense because she likes the sweet stuff on me. You know.
And it is that's beautiful too.
Yeah, if you're looking for that same type of iris but sweeter, you go with the Intense. You know.
Beautiful stuff for sure.
Now here's one she couldn't stop telling me how good I was smelling. I wore it last week for the first time, and I just want to talk about it again because it fits the topic. Because she loves it on me, and I love it too. Rose and the way this oak moss comes across, it smells more like earthy patchouli to me than earthy oak moss. Mix in some Baccarat Rouge sweetness, you get sensual instinct from Montal.
Okay,
I love this fragrance. I need to spend more time with it, but I'm starting to think it might edge out Honey Oud as my favorite Montal.
And you talk highly about that.
Historically, I think that's his best Montal fragrance to me. This one's some magic. This is it, you know.
Really?
Not for everyone. I do think I like it more than Baccarat Rouge 540. It's immediately jumped into like I'm classing it as far as roses up here with these guys. That's how much I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't put it over those, but it's bunched in with them. That's how much I enjoy it. I must have got 9-10 compliments out of her throughout the day because it never calms down. It's Montal. It's just strong for no good reason. I had 5 or 6 sprays on and it was just pumping. All day we were out and about, in and out the car. Every time we get in the car, she's like, God, you still smell so strong, but you smell so good. Constantly.
I gotta get my nose on that one.
Any Rose fans, and it's earthy too. That oak moss smells like
I was just about to ask you.
The oak moss smells like dirty patchouli to me, with BR 540's sugared sweetness.
Okay,
it's so good. It's so good. I can't recommend it enough.
Okay, I gotta get my nose on that one.
Let me pull up the notes for those that want to see it. We have been talking about it a good bit here lately. So anybody in the live chat that's here on a regular basis has probably seen me talk about it. Pretty good ratings. Sweet, floral, oriental, synthetic, spicy. I don't get much coffee. If anything, it adds to the darkness of this earthy smell. It doesn't just like distinctively smell like coffee to me personally. And you see this and you're probably like, well, where's the notes that make the BR 540 smell? I don't know. Maybe they're hiding them because it's definitely there. And it's not just me. That's the main thing people relate it to on all the sites.
Interesting.
I would take this over Instant Crush 10 out of 10 times.
10 out of 10. Ooh.
And that's more of a jasmine twist on Baccarat Rouge 540. And I love Instant Crush, but I would take this over it every time.
I need to get my nose on that one. Okay. All right, fire. All right, 10-4.
Uh-oh. I got to see what's going on. Nice to know you'll smell mid tomorrow, Jims. Uh-oh, Jason's talking shit.
Oh, Lord. They go at it everywhere on their channel, on my channel, on your channel.
So I think Cinch One thinks one. Yeah, Saga, I would highly recommend if your household's a fan of BR 540, and I know you have a pretty exquisite taste, you'll probably, even if he doesn't like it, you'll probably like it. You might want to get your nose on it for sure. I'm trying to see what he's messing with Jim's about. Wearing vanilla oud. Oh, he's defaming vanilla oud is what it is. Jim's is planning on wearing vanilla oud tomorrow. Man, I'm about to take that wrench from Bercher. I'm about to take that damn wrench. I giveth, and now I'm about to taketh away. Elliot, good to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well.
Elliot, what's up, Elliot? What's up? What's up?
Catch a few more of these comments on the way down. I picked up Baccio Immortelle, Prodalome, Platinum Egoist, Black Prestigium, Intense Drapoise. Can you suggest a black tea fragrance? Actually, Le Corday. Simple Sillage Monster. Citrus and black tea. It's a little woodsy.
Manhattan City Rhythm.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's got a lot of other stuff going on too, though. That's got a dry tobacco, violet leaf, you know.
Yeah, the tea really shines on me. Like that black tea really shines.
There's two really good ones for you. Especially like, have you tried Manhattan Midnight, the new one?
No, I have not.
Made it darker, more ambery. It's got a rock rose that makes it a little warmer.
A rock rose. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
Now put out a good
Thanks for the heads up. Okay. All right.
Catching some more. It's with the shit. Shit's at all the time. Boy, he's always on one, him.
Every day.
So about him, we could just mess with him all day. What you got for me next, my man?
Up next, we're gonna go to the thumbnail.
And
what's in the thumbnail? And this one, it just doesn't get a lot of talk at all. As a matter of fact, I've never seen anyone talk about it but me. So I love this stuff. This is an incredible, versatile, everyday wear. It reminds me of a couple of things out there. I'll get to that in a second. But from the house of Thameen, we're talking Royal Sapphire. Royal Sapphire. And on my skin, the orange blossom and jasmine really shine on my skin. Really shine. You get some citruses in here. The white florals, a little bit of an ambergris tone in here. It's so good. It's criminally underrated, and it's sad that no one else talks about this fragrance. And literally, you can wear this every single day for any and everything. The quality that Thameen provides is really good. Really good. I think they're an underrated house, at least in my opinion. Not saying people don't talk about it, but I haven't seen a lot of conversation from the house. I know there's some other popular ones, but with this one in particular, the jasmine, the orange blossom, the citruses up top really blend nicely with that ambergris touch. It's not overwhelming ambergris in here that kind of gives you that egg or, you know, that fishy egg smell that some ambergris can give in like some designer fragrances.
Designer blue fragrances, yeah.
Right, but
the rotten egg smell.
It's really good. And what it reminds me of, it kind of puts me in the mindset of a YSL Myself EDP due to what that orange blossom and the amber do in that one. They don't smell alike, but it reminds me of that. I always say that this is a niche take of that, in my opinion. So if you love YSL Myself, but you're looking the EDP version, I don't like the Le Parfum of YSL Myself. The patchouli just kind of chokes me out. But this is really, really good. So
it's funny that right when you brought up the Myself comparison, I pinned Jason asking.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. So I'm not the only one.
Right when you started saying it.
I'm not the only one. Yes, I do, Jason. Yes, I do. I do get in my mind YSL Myself. I do. But this is, like I said, this is the niche take. I don't want to say niche take because I don't even know which one came out first. I don't. This could have came out first.
Approved for him as well, Royal Sapphire.
Okay.
So that's the next bottle purchase for him.
It's a sleeper, y'all. It is a sleeper, Royal Sapphire. I love it. because on my skin, again, on my skin, the orange blossom and the jasmine and that orange citrus works wonders with that amber and that ambergris in the base. It's beautiful, y'all. I love it. It's great. So Royal Sapphire from Thameen, the
Love
one
that
that
bottle.
featured on the thumbnail. I've worn it a couple of times, and it is a performer. It don't go nowhere. It don't go nowhere. It is a performer. So that was my next choice recommendation, featuring a beautiful floral setup for sure.
So let's get a little more affordable, guys. What do you say? I mean, I know I had a Mancera and a Montal. You can find those for $70. You know, those two. Well, when you can find So Blue, $70. But Sensual Instinct's around 75. But around that same price point, this is a designer powder bomb, Iris Tonka Bean, cardamom spice, warm and ambery. This is date night gold for the designer world. It really is. Wife loves when I wear this one to dinner. Le Male Parfum.
Okay.
When in doubt, Le Male Parfum. It just works. A lot of people's favorite Le Male flanker. It's kind of the this versus elixir thing is been going on since the elixir came out. And I understand the argument for both ways.
Classic.
Thoughts?
Classic.
I'm spraying it. I'm not about to talk about this without smelling it.
It's classic.
Now look, it's that make-believe fantasy iris note. It's synthetic iris. That's where you get the powder bomb. Yep. Authentic iris has a little earthiness to it, or sometimes it's a little dry and waxy without the makeup smell. This is not that. This is straight up fluffy powder, you know, powdered makeup more so than lipstick. Like I can imagine a woman's compact,
sweet,
yeah, good, sweet but spicy because of the cardamom. The amber warms it up just right. That tonka beans where you get all your vanillic sweetness. It's radiating off my hands. So
it's a classic, man.
It's really good. Classic for sure. Anybody that's a fan of the designer iris style, they're all in a family that gets thrown in with Diorum Intense without. It's really not Diorum Intense.
No,
but I understand when people want to relate all of them to one another because you don't need all of them. Pick one or two, and that's all you need. And this should be one in consideration for that one or two because it is that good. And not all the time does I love the powder bombs. Sometimes I get told I smell like baby powder. That's not a good compliment. This is not one of those I get the baby powder compliment from. I get the ooh, you smell sexy with this one.
It's good.
She loves when I wear this for dinner. I can't put enough of a recommendation on this one. I'm not saying your lady's going to feel the same as mine, but Heidi's a fan. Heidi's definitely, and of course, brings joy to me because I love the damn thing. I think it's some of their best work, and it doesn't smell over the top chemically synthetic like a lot of other Le Male flavors do.
No, it's really good. I was reminded how great it was probably about a month ago. I was fresh out of the shower. And I was going through some stuff, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna put a couple sprays of this on out of the shower, and I was reminded of how good it is. And I must say, I was one that didn't have the biggest appreciation for when I first got my bottle, but as time has went on and just revisited it, it is a classic, and it's a special one for sure. Very beautiful fragrance.
On Parfumo, it's 8.4 out of 10 with over 3,500 ratings. It's ranked number 9 in men's perfume. I did not even know that. It's ranked in their top 10 in their database for men. That's wild.
Should be. It should be.
It's that good, guys.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Sweet, spicy, oriental, powdery, woody. I put powdery number 1 personally, then sweet, spicy, oriental, woody, because it's a powder bomb. It is. If you don't like powdery fragrances, avoid at all costs. This ain't gonna be for you. But if you like powder, this is elite powder fragrance. Elite.
It's nice.
So good.
It's nice.
I can't recommend it enough. And look, when you go to sniffing it, you'll lean to that over Le Male. Like if you're a fan of both, that's what'll sway you in the debate on which is better. The answer is neither are better. It's which one are you wearing that day. That's going to be your favorite. That's going to be your new argument for why this one's the best. Right now I'm wearing this. Right. This one's the best is what it's going to be.
Right.
You know?
Right. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good.
Let me get caught up on this chat real quick. I'm super fangirl of Le Male Parfum. Super sexy. There you go. Stated by Coconut Girl. She's letting y'all know. Diorum Intense and Le Male Parfum are my 2 designer irises I own and my favorites. I was waiting for you to bring in a designer. Oh yeah, no Vu Elegante here, but I got you covered on Lamar.
Oh my God, Vu Elegante, Lord.
That's his Aqua Essenziale blue. You know what I mean?
Lord.
Like that is for me. You know?
Jim's loves that stuff for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Mala Parfum and Prada Black are probably my favorite designers. Designers are honestly slept on today. Well, look, once you start exploring what's out there with the quality stuff, it's easy to forget about some designers until you go back and make it a point to revisit.
Correct.
Is that fair to say, D?
No, I agree. And I'm glad that you highlighted his comment. I just kind of went back through my designers the other day, ones that I've acquired over time, and I went and just smelled, Prada Ocean, and then I doubled back and I went and smelled Polo Red, with the coffee and the cranberry. Like there was a time where the
intense or the extreme?
Both.
Yeah, because they both have the coffee. That's why I was curious which one. See, I don't have the extreme.
Yeah, both of them. I have both of them. And there was a point in time where, and then I went and smelled Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé, and just different designer plays. There was a point in time, I feel, probably over the past 2 to 3 years, where you were just getting this really, really nice smorgasbord of different variety when it comes to designer. My thing for me is, as of late, it's a trend. There's some trends that are going on, and it's heavy trend. Like this year and last year it's like vanillas was just being reinvented over in different sweet fragrance here, sweet fragrance. Yep, mango's now running rampant. So that's my thing with the designer thing. It's the trend is really starting to pick up, but there was a point in time where, man, there were so many different releases, but much different variety. So,
they all follow a trend, but I'm with you because look at my core. I got some special fragrances, guys. Whether I bought them, whether they got sent to me, I got some amazing shit in that collection. I do. But give me a good designer 10 times out of 10. I most of the time, that's what I'm going to gravitate to. Easy to wear, easy to like. That's my MO, and that's what you're going to get out of a lot of designers. Sure, do they run the trends to death and there's so much redundancy out there? Sure. You ain't got to buy them all. You ain't even got to try them all. But
no, you don't.
I feel everybody should have, if you're going to have a collection of 10 to 20 fragrances, which is a large collection, what we have is ridiculous.
Sure. Yes.
You're going to have 10 to 20 fragrances. You should have a handful of some variety with some designers because there's really good stuff out there. There's just so much out there that it can be a little overwhelming to know where to bother to even go sample. Because you walk into a Macy's, what do you even want to try? They're going to try to push stuff on you, but is that even anything you're going to care about? So you don't want that. They're trying to do a job, but you don't want that. They're going to push the most popular thing to make you smell like everybody.
Right.
You Bleu de Chanel's and so on. But there's some really good stuff 10 feet over from them that they're not even telling you about. So
that's true.
I get why designer loses its luster. Stuff like this is a prime example of there's some really good shit out there.
Yeah, great example for me. And this was about maybe 2 years ago. I think this is around the time Dior Sauvage Elixir had just came out, maybe around 2 years ago, and it was being pushed. Well, I saw this little lonely bottle of Hugo Boss Absolute just kind of sitting over in the corner. No one was talking about it. No one had it. No one offered it for it even to be smelled. And I went over there and I asked Miss Heather. I said, "Can I smell this one right here?" Shout out to the GOAT, Miss Heather, for sure. And she said, "Yeah, sure." And she even said it at that point in time. I don't think I've smelled this one yet. So we smelled it together. I bought it retail.
Sometimes I bought it retail like that, guys. It wasn't her. He was moved. He was like, "Screw it, I'm buying it."
I was moved, right? Because I'm like, "Whoa, ain't nobody. Why is no one talking about this Absolute version of it?"
That's the gray bottle, right?
You still haven't smelled it?
Gray bottle, right? Absolute, because we got Absolute and Absolute. Yeah, I haven't smelled it.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to change.
I just haven't gotten around to it. I have so many balls. I got like 30.
Yeah, for sure. I know that.
I'll eventually get it.
Well, just using that as an example, and the same thing with Bagar's Man in Black. That was one that no one was talking about in my area, and it was, I stumbled upon. I'm like, well, hold on, what is this? What is this? The iris, the booze, the designer space, there's a lot of great things there.
Shout out Fat Boy
for
Finesse.
sure.
We got a lot of creators showing up and showing some
Shout out
love.
Walt, man. Shout out Walt for
Appreciate
sure,
you,
man.
Walt.
Fat Boy Finesse.
Good to see you, man. Good
Shout
to
out
see
to
you.
the chat. Shout out to
we
the
got a
chat.
great chat tonight. We sniffed around 200 a couple minutes ago. We back one mid 180s. I appreciate you guys being here. Any of you not subscribed to Dedrick though? Links pinned in the chat, also in the description. If you're enjoying this and you're not subscribed to Dedrick, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Appreciate that.
I really
man.
don't know why you wouldn't. So
Appreciate
let me get
that.
to the bottom, and I have one more. I believe you have one more as well, right?
I have one more too.
If you want to go ahead and lead us in, I'm gonna make my way down this chat.
Okay. All right. Well, this is something that really blew my socks off. This is a different take on a rose fragrance that I've experienced. This is one of the more recent acquisitions to my collection, and I just want to say that the brand did send this over to me, and I am just really confused on why there isn't a lot of conversation on this. And what am I talking about? From the house of Sana Jardine, we're talking Tiger by Her Side. Tiger by Her Side.
I've never heard of this.
By Sana Jardine. This is a lovely rose patchouli benzoin.
Show me that label again. I want to see if I can pull it
Tiger by Her Side. Tiger, Ciger, by Her Side. Listen, this stuff is incredible, man. When I first got it in, I sprayed it on and my wife hates patchouli. She hates patchouli.
Really?
I sprayed it on my hand. Yeah, she's not a fan. I sprayed it on my hand, and she came in, and we were just chilling, and she said, ooh, what's that? So she grabbed my arm and smelled it. And I said, you like that? And she said, yeah, this is good. She said, I could definitely see you wearing it. I can see you pulling it off. And I said, I got patchouli in it. She was like, for real? She was like, shaking her head about
right.
But the benzoin and the rose and there's a cinnamon in here as well.
Yeah, according to this, spicy is the main accord. Do you find it very spicy?
Yes, absolutely. But how this is blended is the real feature of this fragrance. This stuff is incredible, man.
You heard
incredible.
It here, guys.
So, yeah,
she double confirmed she cannot stand patchouli.
Yeah. She can't stand patchouli, but she did enjoy getting the first whiff of this. Because when she smelled it, I had just got it in, and I put it right on my arm. She grabbed my hand and she smelled it. She gave the nod. She said, oh, yeah, I can definitely see you pulling that off. This smells good on you. And I told her it was patchouli. So this is very sexy, date night approved, rose, benzoin, cinnamon. There's a sparkly citrus in the very beginning of this fragrance. It's like a sparkly, effervescent kind of opening of the show, so to speak. And then it goes away immediately. Mm-hmm. But when it dries down, the rose, the patchouli, that spicy nature really just hangs around. This stuff is amazing. It's amazing. I highly recommend getting your nose on this if you are a fan of a more earthier, fresher rose, spicier rose. I would definitely recommend get your nose on that. Tiger by Her Side. I know a lot of people may have not heard of this, but I wanted to bring some light to it. I love this stuff, y'all. This is really, really good. And sneak preview, this would be in my top 10 for winter 2024. Top 10. So
I see what you did here, and apparently we were thinking the same thing. You flexing some random obscurity here at the end.
I had to because I knew you would.
Exactly what I did. That's exactly. Tell me we don't know each other because I did the same motherfucking thing. I got some heat. I got lined up here. It looks like you chose to do the same, sir. So I commend you. I want to give you a soft live stream clap for being strategic with your picks.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
For me, this is very lesser known. This is a gem hiding among the Kajal Perfumes collection. Okay. Ooh. This is not for everyone, but this is one of the most elegant, sensual, jasmine-heavy fragrances I've ever smelled. It's animalic and leather, saffron leather, heavy jasmine. They list violet, but it is jasmine. It is fleshy petal type of jasmine here. A monster elegant white floral leather fragrance. Okay. This is called Yasmina. Yasmina is a must try for anyone that wants a different jasmine fragrance in their life.
Okay.
He even went with the white enamel paint because it's so jasmine forward.
Okay.
And it's actually a masculine. It's kind of, let's say this. It's perfectly unisex, but considering how heavy jasmine it is, when you smell the supporting notes, it kind of makes it a little masculine leaning. Some would argue,
never seen that.
Hell no, that's feminine. But it depends on you as to how it's going to lean to you.
Okay.
It's been a little bit since I've smelled this. This is one that I could have featured tomorrow with Justin, because we're doing the most special of occasion fragrances tomorrow, like stuff we wear once, maybe twice a year. That's what we're talking about tomorrow. This would fall into that. I've worn this fragrance maybe 6 times in my life, and I've had it since like 2019.
Oh, so you've had that for a while.
I've had this for years, almost the entirety of the life of this channel. I've had this fragrance. This is one of the first fragrances Kajal ever sent me.
Interesting. Can we see the notes?
Yes, my damn. Give me a moment, because it's so animalic. It's so fucking good. Sorry for the F-bomb. God, this is one I should have hit you with on a decant swap.
For sure.
It melts every time I've ever worn this fragrance. Don't let that 7.5 fool you. This shit's like border.
Oh, I don't care about that. I don't care about
borders. 10 out of 10. Okay. Spicy floral, woody, leathery, oriental, saffron rose. So you're gonna see iris and rose, but it is jasmine. They're supportive at best. It is jasmine, cardamom, whiskey, jasmine, iris, leather, patchouli, tonka, vanilla.
Now, let me bookmark this real quick.
Oh,
Yasmina.
Yeah, nice hit of whiskey too. That's your sweetness, is the whiskey more so than any Tonkin vanilla later, but the sweetness early is a big shot of whiskey.
Let me bookmark this now.
Supposedly they're saying Boudicca Blue Sapphire. I don't know. I can tell you Guerlain Santal Royale. No, not really.
Okay,
I have that.
Hey, that note breakdown looks really good.
It's amazing. This is very elegant. Really good. This is very special occasion. This ain't Hoochie Daddy Shorts type of stuff, D. This ain't that. This ain't that. This is y'all are going to a banquet. Y'all are going to a wedding. Y'all are going to some sort of special occasion where you're dressing up. You're showing out. When people get in your vicinity, what are you wearing? This is one of those fragrances.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I just bookmarked it for sure. Like I'm going to see what's up with that for sure.
Now, this is also one that is so floral dominant that Sway might want to steal the damn bottle. I'm just throwing it out.
That's fine. It won't be the first time. It won't be the first time.
That's happened to me many times too.
Yeah, she got a couple of bottles sitting on her.
But here's what might stop her, because it does transition into some patchouli as it dries down.
Oh yeah, she is not a fan.
Patchouli is definitely noticeable as it dries down, so she might not. Okay, but early she'll love the opening, the opening special.
Bookmark for sure.
My God,
I want to see what's up with that.
I got to remember next time we do a decant swap. If you haven't tried it yet, I need to remember to hit you with a decant of this.
Yeah. I want to know. I want to know what that's all about. I'm very intrigued.
Well, look at the emoji.
She's not a fan.
I get it.
And there's some.
I get it.
Yeah, there's some patchouli fragrances that just kind of right at the beginning, the patchouli pops out and she's running.
So have you smelled Passé Soir? So they have the extrait that came out recently. Have you tried either version of Passé Soir?
I have not tried it, but I do have a decant of it that I have not tried yet.
Sprayed it. And then Bortnikov, I haven't tried anything from Bortnikov. Boy, is there stuff.
I haven't smelled anything from that either.
Deep pockets to buy those bottles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you got to have deep pockets for Bortnikov. That stuff's expensive.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure. Okay, Passé Soir X-Rate is nice. I sold my bottle to Jim. So not nice enough. It must have been like
it's not that nice to keep in the collection.
Or an 8 or something like that.
It's not that nice to keep in the collection.
Rome talked about Yasmina. I have truly enjoyed it. So you have tried it, Jims. By all means, let us know what you think. So got an Instagram buddy who talks about Yasmina. I got to get my nose on it. I think my local niche perfumery has it. What do you think, Elliot? So both of y'all have tried it. when you see me talk about it and the body language I have, are y'all like, oh, it ain't that good? Or are you like, haha, I get it. Which one? I'm very curious.
Yeah, I want to see some conversations about it. I do.
Yeah. For
I've
those
never
of you that
seen
have
that
tried
one
it, what do you
before.
think?
Yeah. I would love to hear Elliot's breakdown for sure. He's great at it.
Yeah,
He's
for sure.
great at the breakdown.
Too floral for my liking is the only reason I got rid of it.
Okay.
So let's see. What angel share take do you like the best, Ross? So a Celerio Epic, that's definitely my favorite one that I've tried.
Mm-hmm.
So fruity enhancement on actual angel share, but it's still got all that spice and booze. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd like to sample it first because I don't wear Rouge Smoking, which happens to be handy. I don't wear it enough to warrant getting the new version. He hates it, by the way. This is the one he can't. It's sour on him. He can't stand it. The reason I have this handy was I jumped on his stream a while back to give him a hard time about him talking trash about. That's actually why it's right here. I never picked it up.
It's poo-poo. It is poo-poo to me.
Yeah, that's why I got it right there, dude. That's from when I jumped on your stream. That was 2 months ago. How long ago? That's been.
Yep.
So Jim said he smelled it at Scent Room is good, but too. See, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the person for if it's too feminine because it is jasmine forward. Shot of whiskey, a lot of leather, saffron, dries into some patchouli, but all about the jasmine. Fleshy, petally type of jasmine.
Okay.
Soft for you, really? That's stout
Soft.
on me. I'm shocked to read that. Hey, everybody's different though.
For sure.
Bulgari Pour Homme EDP. It's the only one I don't have. I have not tried it yet. It's the new release. D, have you tried it?
I have not. Wait. No, I have not.
Oh, Walt's curious, man. You don't like that cherry and vanilla? He can't stand it.
And Rouge Smoking?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Oh, it's a no for me. It's a no. It's a poo-poo no for me.
I was like personally, I felt like I was being personally attacked watching him talk about this on screen.
I am not
send me the link.
Not a fan.
That's a good one, Giancarlo. That's my favorite Paris Corner pickup of the year.
I saw you talking about that one.
I haven't smelled Jury in a long time. I have it. It's just been a very long time. That's Rose Forward. It's a Rose Oud, I believe. Let's see. I know Dedrick is partial to French.
Partial is an understatement.
Man, we got a love affair going on with that fragrance. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an understatement. Yeah.
We're like two hype beasts for that fragrance, man.
Yeah.
He's the one putting me on.
One of the funniest moments ever on my channel.
In that room was the first time I smelled it.
Yes, in this room, yes.
Picked up Almaz instead. Okay. Yeah, hey, Kajal's got some great stuff to sample. What an underappreciated house. Soft as in feminine plus the leather. You know how I'm about the leather fragrances. I got you. Yes. That's one of those rare times I actually put the stamp on just by the clone. Very, very rare that I say that. But Liquid Brune, I feel, is good to where I'd say just get that instead of getting Altair. If you feel like you need to have the bottle from Parfums de Marly, it's always better to go with the original art. At the end of the day, Liquid Brune's ripping them off.
Yep.
It's just reality. It's a clone. They're ripping them off. They did nothing original here but make a bottle. That's it.
Right.
But it smells like the same fragrance to me. It really does. Have you tried Amber Oud, Aqua Dubai, or Dubai Night, D?
I have not. I have never tried none of those. I have not.
I heard Aqua Dubai is a version of Imagination. I think Tazo has it. I saw him, I want to say post last week, maybe a Scent of the Day post on
Aqua, yeah. Tazo has it, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't tried them. The new version with coffee is better to me personally. It's the same exact fragrance, all that super sweet. You got to like super sweet, but they added a little bit of this roasted coffee smell. It's pretty much, you tried Kamarakawa, D?
Yeah. They're both really good. They're both.
You don't need both. You really don't. But
you don't.
More than likely, you'll have Kamra ahead of time. You know, most people have it because it's super hyped.
Yep.
Obviously, we've went through our picks and we're just bullshitting with the chat now.
Yeah, for sure. We're vibing
also,
right now.
Not a fan of Rouge Smoking. Giancarlo's on your side with this one, D.
We're good. We're good.
Two French defense groupies. And you're a Vanilla Oud hater, you bitch.
I hate some of French defense groupies. No, sir.
Oh, geez. So I
No,
started my
sir.
love cajole with Solage. Oh, God. Carnation and leather. That's old school masculine powerhouse.
I'm about to
kind
say
of stuff.
carnation and leather.
Yeah, man. You don't see carnation that often anymore. That's old. That's like
Definitely
70s
old
and
school
80s
play.
kind of stuff.
Old school play.
Tazo and Selly. So Selly's got aqua too. Didn't know that. I know Tazo does because I saw him post it recently.
Yeah, I saw Tazo talking about it.
Selly posted which niche was it? 100 Silent Ways X today, I think. I think that's what he's wearing today. He was wearing something niche on I think that's what it was.
That's good.
Shout out to Selly. Dolce Melodia. Tazo put us on that in a decant swap. Tazo's
full bottle right away. Took it out of town anniversary. Me and my wife almost did not make it out the hotel our first night on our vacation anniversary. Almost didn't make it. Shit. She'll tell you. If she's watching incoming, there will be a Dolce Melodia.
She is.
There's a look at the bottom. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. Bottom comment. I told you. There it is.
See, look, the drooling emojis in the topic, and here comes one of the wives of the two on screen with drooling emojis. Here you go.
She loves that stuff, man.
Right on cue. Thank you.
She loves it. She loves it, man. She loves it.
Look,
she really does. She loves it, man. She loves it.
So, ripping them pants off, yeah.
Oh yeah. Dangerous games.
So there you go, guys. Not a floral fragrance, an orange juice fragrance, but does the trick apparently. It not so much a panty dropper as a rip your boxers off kind of thing.
Man, it's serious, fellas. It's serious, fellas.
Wearing Cosmic Pepper. We got a few in the chat today wearing Cosmic Pepper. Top 3 Paris Corner. You want to go first, sir?
Khalil Platinum.
All right.
Khalil Platinum.
Good stuff.
Royal, what is it? Oud Royale.
Okay.
Oud Royale is really, really good. And gosh, Paris Corner has some really good ones. I'm going to say, what is it? What was it? Which one is the orange bottle? Quattro. That's my favorite afternoon swim clone. Yeah. Quattro is really good. And it's gotten better since I bought it. Like the orange is kind of more vibrant.
Yeah, man.
But Rafikat's good. And the
Waltz, all three of Walt's mixes Rafikat. Yeah.
Look, Rafikat is good. And what's the one, the Dior Homme Intense one?
Camaro Homme Intense. That's old version Dior Homme Intense too, before it was just sweet as hell.
It got that hibiscus in there. Woohoo! It's good.
Yeah, I would go Coconut Lagoon, that new one in Ministry of Gourmand. I love that fragrance. I would go Rafikat and Rafikat Adorn together because they're both really, because it's Baby Cat and Tuxedo, but the Tuxedo twist is a lot of cedar wood. I actually prefer it. I like twists more than carbon copies, and they really got me with that one, dude. Huh?
The Charuto one. The Charuto
Tobacco Vanille? Or the Mysterious Tobacco? They got a third one. I haven't tried the third one yet, but they're all good. All the Charutos are good.
They have a third one? What's it based on?
They have a third one that came out this year. I haven't tried it.
What's it based on?
I don't know. I know it came out. I just haven't looked into it. I assumed Aroma Concepts would send it to me at some point. They never did.
Okay. I'll be on the lookout for that for sure.
So both Rafikats, Coconut Lagoon. So because I'm putting those together, and then I would have to say, Soothing Zephyr really grabbed me this year. It's Le Labo Another 13. It's like a warm amber musk ambroxan. Very, very super versatile modern man
super
type
potent.
of stuff. And really strong. Yeah, it's like I really like that one. So I'm gonna go with those.
Okay.
We got a jokester here. Manscaped make the best fragrances. Just kidding.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, Charuto.
Oh, here's a fun one. Noel, thank you. I'm so glad you asked both of us because that's our favorite blue fragrance is the Parfum. If you could creatively direct how Bleu de Chanel Elixir would smell, what would you do with it, Dedrick? For those of you that don't know, we are the Bleu de Chanel Parfum fanboys. Fan club.
Yes, for sure. Number one. Blue.
I'll say he's number one and I'm number two. That's definitely that's his shit right there. This man does like
what would I do?
Job interviews and stuff for management positions with that fragrance. You know what I mean? Like he does it right with that fragrance.
Yes.
So
I would probably make it a bit more spicier. A bit more spicier. I just think it's the perfect fragrance for me. It's hard for me to challenge it, but just off the rip, if it was an elixir, I would make it a bit more spicier. And I don't know if it would be possible to add some type of a floral to it.
Okay.
Some type of a floral. Because if you keep the aesthetic of the DNA, of course, I want that there.
Yeah.
But I do want a different flip of it. Keep it blue. And I feel you can add some type of floral presence with some spices in it. Really make it something of a unique, special addition to the line if they go that route. That's just the first thing that comes to mind for me.
If it's me, I'm making it more resinous by enhancing the incense note that's already there. Let's bring that out more. It's the elixir flanker. Let's deepen it up with the incense that's already in the DNA. Let's bring that out more, warm it up even more than the parfum is. And like he mentioned, a bit of spice, I think would do well in that DNA because it lacks some spice. And I think that's it. You don't do much. You refine it a little bit. You don't pull it away from what it already is because it's gotten better and better with every concentration, in my opinion, from EDT to EDP to parfum. And you got to continue that trend if you do the elixir. I believe,
it's a top
I've said many times, if they were to actually do this, my expectation is best elixir flanker to come out. That's how high the bar is for me.
They just do a great job from the EDT to the EDP to the parfum. It's literally no misses from jump to jump. And that parfum is my number one pound for pound, period, in my collection. Period. You could take everything away.
Number one.
You could take everything away, but just leave me that. Just leave me that.
I'm 100% with you on that. I think it's because I'm the less is more type, and that's a less is more fragrance.
It's so good though.
Right, man. The profile, the way it wears, I really think it's perfection. And it's not a natural smell at all.
No, it's not. It's not, but it is perfect, man.
You know?
It is perfect for me. It's perfect for me.
I agree. Is a clone of Royal Tobacco. Kix Griffey said the new Charuto is a clone of Royal Tobacco.
Okay.
DJ said we got a crazy topic. Just got an 8 ml Sospiro Maraschino and Dolce Melodia. Well, I don't know if you heard Dedrick's story about Suede like ripping the clothes off of him with Dolce Melodia.
She loved it, man. Under attack.
Oh man. So let me get down. Elliot seems to agree. BDC Parfum the best.
Yes.
So C Goat 35. He's more of a Sauvage guy. Hey, it's all good. All good. My number 2 parfum is Sauvage Parfum.
It's Sauvage Parfum, mine as well.
That's my favorite Sauvage.
Yeah, Sauvage.
I like it over the elixir. I do.
Yeah.
Add some vanilla to that thing, Walt said. See, we got so many sweet ones, though. I mean, if they don't put a lot, don't sweeten it up too much, because
I love amber, like maybe an ambery sweetness to it in the base of it. Yeah,
because I'm all about. I even did a video that said hashtag vanilla is life was even in the thumbnail. I'm all about the vanilla, but with that one, I fear them making it too sweet because then it takes it away from what it was. If
they know how to do it, they'll do it. But that's a great one for sure, Walt. That's a great one.
I have faith in them. I
do too.
But
I do too.
Because I have such high expectation for them, I can only end up disappointed, I think. That's the downside.
I don't even think about
it. The likelihood of them delivering to my expectation is very small.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah. I really feel like one day they're going to do it. They're going to let the elixir trend die down, and then they're going to hit us.
And then boom. Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, Superleggera, that wasn't it.
I like it a lot, actually.
Look, it smells good, and I'm sure it gets a lot of compliments for people, but can you honestly tell me it's the best one?
No.
Do you like it more than Eau Extreme? Do you like it more than Edition Blanche? Do you like it more than Sport? See what I'm saying? Like, I can't have them doing that with Bleu de Chanel.
No, not the elixir.
Because I feel like that was just all right, we released something. Y'all shut up. That's what I feel like Superleggera was. It was good, but I feel like it's a stripped down Eau Extreme. I feel like they stripped it down and made it a little bit simpler.
They added woods to it. A lot more woods to it, for sure. I like it.
It's a simple fragrance. It smells good. I'm not knocking it smelling good. I could see it
Yeah,
being
yeah.
a mega compliment getter for people. That's what that line is.
It's really good. Mm-hmm.
But,
everyday versatile wear. Sure.
But imagine if they did Chanel L'Homme Sport Elixir or Chanel L'Homme Elixir. Wouldn't your expectation go up?
Very high expectations.
So it's because of how we view
Come
Chanel.
on, Chanel.
It's how we view Chanel.
We're waiting. We're waiting.
I would
We're waiting.
add some rhubarb added to Blue Chanel. Now
that'd be very interesting.
Now we're putting our thinking caps on. I kind of like where he's going here. Depends on the rhubarb. If it sours it up, I wouldn't like it. If it spices it up,
no sour, please.
Yeah, because rhubarb can be sour sometimes. Depends on how it's done.
Yes, it can be. Yeah, yes, it can be.
Hey, Ross, my name is Ross as well. I'm going on vacation to Buenos Aires, and I need a daily freshie that is masculine that can pass as a signature scent. Can you help me out real quick? Freshie. Made sure to let me know. Freshie. Warm weather. Something to wear every day. The only thing jumping out in my head for the vibe of where he's going to be is Colonia Pura from Acqua di Parma. Average performance.
Vacation, okay.
Yeah, he's on vacation. Average performance, photorealistic, juicy citrus, soft, soapy white, floral, fresh green, petitgrain, soft and woody. Really fits kind of a coastal summer type of weather vibe. Good quality. That's what's jumping out in my head is Acqua di Parma Colonia Pura. How about you, D?
I keep seeing the vacation thing, and he wants a freshie that is masculine. Wow, for a vacation.
I mean, we could always say Creed or Alpha here, but I don't know if he wants to spin Creed.
Yeah, I was about to actually go with Creed. I was going to say probably Silver Mountain Water. That's the only thing I can really that comes to mind. Silver Mountain Water.
Viking Cologne would work here too.
Silver Mountain Water. Montebaco Verano.
That would work.
Verano.
I don't know if I'd call that a freshie though. It's got some
freshness out of the.
It's definitely got some freshness, but
he said masculine. So, he said masculine. So the tobacco in there, it's not overwhelming in Verano. The grapefruit and musk really shine there. Virgin Island Water, or Walt saying that at the bottom.
Well, I mean,
because I'm seeing Vacation,
the greatest coconut fragrance of all time. I'll fight anybody.
I'm seeing Vacation. Yeah, I'm seeing Vacation. So those are some good choices for sure. Some good choices.
There's a lot of ways you could go here, Ross.
Yeah,
depends on what you. I mean, clearly you wanting to make memories with it, a scent memory. That's why you're looking to pick something up.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to just say you should blind buy one of these recommendations with your taste better than us.
Yeah.
And it would be wiser to just kind of buy that shiny new toy that you've been having your eye on, because that's how I look at fragrances at this point. They're shiny new toys when I buy them, new toy to play with.
Yeah.
You already have something in mind. And I think with questions like this, usually it's you're hoping we're going to say what you're thinking. And you're like, oh, that's exactly what I was thinking, because that's happened, But they're like, I was thinking that. I'm going to get that. So whatever you already have in mind is probably the right choice for you, honestly.
I like that Greenlee recommendation from Elliot. I like that Greenlee recommendation. That actually kind of fits the description, honestly, what he's looking for, if you ask me. Ooh.
So you talking about my pick or Troll Grantica's vote that's going on right now?
I think you're talking about you.
With me, it's Boss Bottled Absolute. I chose that as my number one. Narrowly beat out Society Extreme. That was the one for me.
I'm going to go something that probably no one is going to expect from my top designer of the year.
Tell me.
No one's going to expect this.
Hit me.
Ralph Lauren's Polo 67.
Oh shit! I didn't see that coming.
Designer of the year.
That's super versatile.
It is super good. That pineapple, that musk, that vetiver, it's sensational. It's sensational. When I do my designer of the year, coming up in a week or so, it's there and it's high.
I hate to. I hope this doesn't upset you. It's in my second tier, but I understand. I
I
understand.
love it.
It's
I
opinion.
love it. I really, yeah. It's fine. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. How can I forget? Now, I don't know if this came out this year or not, but the Invictus Elixir. Oh Lord.
Oh, Victory Elixir. That was last year.
No, not Victory Elixir. Invictus Elixir. Oh, Parfum.
Yeah,
I'm
Parfum.
sorry.
That's
Parfum.
this year. Yeah, that was in my top.
That's this year?
Yeah, Parfum was this year. That
That's this
was in
year?
my top
Oh
10.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Listen
Yeah,
to
I
me.
featured it. Oh yeah, man. The highlight
People
reel.
in the chat.
It's like all of them mixed with a charcoal bar of soap.
My most complimented fragrance in my entire collection.
How many did you get that day? I know
9.
close to 10. Yeah,
9.
because I remember
9 in one day.
9
in one day.
Damn, that's
one
wild.
day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
There you go, guys.
Good stuff.
No, there's no guarantees you will get 9 compliments when you wear it.
No, there is no guarantees. There is none.
Yes, sir. So he seems to like that Colonia Pura recommendation. All right,
Okay.
hell, I hope it works out for you, man. That's my favorite Aqua de Parma fragrance. That's why it's what came to mind.
Have a great vacation. Have a great vacation.
Walt, man, that is.
Oh,
I've said it. I don't know if you've ever heard me say it, Walt. I believe every coconut fragrance that has come out since, they're trying to make their Virgin Island water. Even if it's not the same exact profile, none of them, I'll fight anybody for this, none of them capture the magic of Virgin Island water when it comes to coconut fragrance. That's just how I feel. I think that is the Billy Goat of the coconuts.
It's really good. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Paradigm. No, I haven't seen French Avenue Paradigm. Have you tried it, D?
Not that, but I do have a bottle of Paragon, and it is a beautiful plum in Palo Santo fragrance for sure.
How did neither of us think Terre Dame is
OG?
God,
OG
good
Bray,
job,
absolutely.
Giancarlo. That's a duh moment when I pinned this one. Like, no shit. What a great recommendation.
Absolutely.
That totally works. Yes. Ross.
Absolutely.
That's one of the best citrus openings money can buy with beautiful woody notes. Yeah, that. Good job, Giancarlo.
That works.
Making me feel like a dumbass. Good job.
That definitely works.
Greenlee is a great recommendation too, Elliot.
It is.
Man, that would work.
It is.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of great recommendations here. Guerlain Homme. I've never smelled this one. I don't know if I'd go with Aqua Cinziali Blue out there in that.
Not vacation.
Warm
Not vacation. Yeah.
Uh-oh. He said, my man, I love some Polo 67. Here we go.
I love that stuff.
It's like that. Huge.
I love that stuff. I love that stuff. Yes.
Oh, it's not even close here. Invictus. YSL Y Elixirs in my most disappointing releases video that I haven't done yet.
Parfum.
Yeah. Invictus Parfum is so good. I'm going to say it's the best in the line. It's the best.
Yes.
All the things that are good about all of the fragrances in that line are in that fragrance.
Yes.
I call it the highlight reel. It does everything that line does in one bottle.
It's amazing.
Signature Citrine would have worked really well in this situation. Yes, for sure.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
What a great choice. Dame said it's amazing. I'm buying it before this year is out. I'm not an Invictus fan, and that Parfum surprised the hell out of me because it's not as youthful as the other ones.
Elliot, I would love to hear your thoughts. Love to.
I was thinking Creed Himalaya. Well, Dedrick's really excited now. We both have Himalaya as well. Yeah, that was what he bought himself for his birthday, Ross.
Yes, it is. Oh my Lord, Himalaya. God bless.
Himalayas. That's my favorite. So if you already have Himalaya and Greenlee, man, you're
good, bro. You're
just
good.
bring Himalaya. I think you just want to buy something for it. You got that itch to buy something for the trip. And look, do your thing. I get it. I don't need to, but I do that shit too. But man, you're good with Himalaya. The citrus,
you are,
the muskets.
Yes,
you're good. You're good.
Yes, for sure.
Let's see what else. How much more time you got, D?
Oh, I'm rocking, man. I'm good.
We're kicking it, so we got a little bit of time. Chat's active. We still got 180 strong. We're hour and a half.
Man, that's what's up. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all,
you guys, hanging out with us on this Tuesday night. I knew Jason would like the Creed praise here.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. He loves it.
Polo 64.4 is woodier, though. Leave it to Paul. Polo 67 totally surprised me. I like Victory Elixir myself. I sing its praises all the time. I'm a big fan. I like the way the patchouli is very, very earthy in that one. I think it really grounds the fragrance. Invictus Victory Elixir special. Invictus Legend is a legend in the community, basically. It didn't have critical acclaim in the masses, but the community always loved Invictus Legend.
Very much so a legend.
It's not even under the radar. It's been discontinued for a while. The closest thing you're going to get is the Parfum now.
Mm-hmm.
My most complimented fragrance ever is Invictus Aqua 2018, sir.
Oh, 2 Invictuses.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's my most in one day and all time. I don't think I've ever worn it and not gotten at least one compliment. And I think it's because of the mood it puts me in. I've just become so much more approachable, and it makes me very happy. Yeah, I get every bit of 7 hours out of it, but I respray it like 3 hours in because I just want to just lift that scent bubble and live the opening. It's just amazing. And that plays a big role. If it really boosts your mood, your likelihood of somebody approaching you to tell you something about your fragrance goes up.
No problem, Ross. No problem.
Yeah, we appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you. I hate all those Terre d'Hermes. Really? And look, I wasn't down with them for a long time. Now I've gotten appreciation. I have a few now. I got the Parfum, Eau Intense Vetiver, and Eau Givray.
Same here. I have a host of them as well. My nose definitely changed.
Yeah, for sure. Because like Eau Intense Vetiver smelled like roach spray on my skin. And I still have a challenge with the opening, but the dry down's gorgeous.
Oh, that one's for the dogs.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, man. It's still a challenge
for the dogs.
Still. What about Azure Oud? I don't recommend that one. And I get flack every time I talk about it because all the people that do like it, and I think it's just because they convince themselves that they like it so they don't have to just admit they can't or won't buy Oud Maracuja. Because sometimes it's either can't or won't. I don't care what your financial situation is. You don't have to admit your reality to me. But I know that's the reality. Don't tell me Azure Oud's as good as Oud Maracuja. Don't lie to me. You don't have to tell me your reality, but don't lie to me either.
Right.
It smells like rotten fruit at the beginning. That synthetic oud they used makes the passion fruit pineapple kind of thing. It just smells like rotten fruit that's been sitting in a car, in the heat. And I stand strong in that opinion. And boy, I get some flack every time because there's people that just love it. And look, it's in the same line as Liquid Brune, and I feel vastly different from one fragrance to the other. Where I'm telling you, no, just buy Liquid Brune over the PDM. And with Azure Oud, I'm like, oh my God, save up and get the Maison Crivelli. I'm strong in that opinion, for sure. Have you tried Azure Oud?
I have not, and I don't plan on it.
I was about to say don't.
Because I smelled the original Oud Maracuja.
It's amazing.
It's spectacular.
Yeah, it is. Where's mine?
It's spectacular. It's on my list.
My sample's around here somewhere. Omas had sent me a sample. I need to get a bottle. I was hoping that
it's on my list,
and it doesn't. I need the original.
It's on my list. I've been scoping out Venba every week to see if it's back in stock.
So that bottle of Godolphin, I actually ended up buying Sangria from them as well. So that gets delivered tomorrow. So I got Sangria and Godolphin coming in tomorrow.
God, Godolphin, God bless.
Dude, I only paid $250 to get Godolphin
that's
and
a hell of a
Sangria.
deal. Damn good deal.
I was happy with it because there was no tax got charged. It was free shipping. I paid $245.
Damn good deal there. Wow.
$150 and $95.
Yeah. Oh God.
Super happy with it. Yeah. Super happy.
Yeah.
Because $150 is going rate. That's what Venba was selling Sangria for too.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm already buying here. I'm gonna just buy it here.
Great win. That's a great win.
Super excited about it, man. Because I haven't smelled Sangria in a while. Because I gave the sample away once I decided I was getting a bottle. I put
Sangria
it in.
Is really good. Sangria is really good. Really good.
Do you have any recommendations for fresh, affordable iris scent?
Oh, absolutely. I have one off the top of my head. Givenchy Gentleman EDT 2017. Beautiful pear iris combo. I love that stuff. Fresh, aromatic tendencies, some woods in there as well.
And see, I've got two off the top of my head. I'm gonna build off of what he said because that one I find is a little soapier. If you want to add a little bit of spice and denser woods, you go to EDT Intense.
Oh, that's a
great one too. You can go with either. It depends on your taste. You want a little cleaner and soapier? EDT. A little bit
Yes.
denser, slightly. You don't lose the freshness. A little bit heavier on the woods, EDT intense. So I'm right there with
Correct.
you in that thought process.
I love both of those.
And if you really
I
want to
love
go cheap, as long as you can temper your expectation on price, around $30, you get a 4.2 ounce soapy clean iris, light fresh green, Polo Sport fresh. Don't let the internet ruin that fragrance for you because it's not a strong performer, sir.
Oh yeah.
It's only like a 4 or 5 hour
yeah.
fragrance on skin, but it is one
Right.
that you can wear for anything, and it's even fresher than the 2 Givenchy's we talked about.
And I'm gonna go Prada L'Homme Low. Prada L'Homme Low is a super duper fresh and clean, powdery iris, just beauty.
And that performs pretty well.
It really
The
does.
ginger doesn't make it spicy as much as it brightens it up.
Yeah, it brightens. I get a little bit of a spice.
Yeah, a little bit,
there.
but not like you would think for the ginger being so dominant. It really just like bright crisps up the opening.
Yeah, I love that. So it's great for the off. When I go to work, it's one of my go-tos.
I'll just leave this here for everybody to read.
Got to get my nose on that one. Got to get my nose on that one.
Well,
got to get my nose on that.
It's the most underrated fragrance. I feel like Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP Intense, the black piano finish bottle, doesn't get any love. Everyone yapping about the EDP. So the only reason you don't hear me talk about it is because that and La Nuit de l'Homme EDP, they're basically the same fragrance, leather and cardamom. So I feel like I have two bottles, different bottles of the same fragrance. And I just prefer YSL to Dolce & Gabbana, so I lean to La Nuit de l'Homme EDP.
Now that intense version has a nice cashmere note in there too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice cashmere note in that.
So
intense.
you have it.
I do have it. Underrated fragrance, huh?
You wear it often?
I do not. I do not. I have not worn it in probably a couple of years. I haven't.
La Nuit de l'Homme and EDP. I don't wear that often either, but when I do, it's that one over the two. They're both really good. They're just identical. I think they're identical.
You know, I'm gonna go the Salvatore Ferragamo line here, and I'm going to say the Uomo Signature in the blue bottle, Urban Feel. What was the Urban Signature?
Yeah, Uomo Urban Feel.
Yeah, that stuff is really good. That yuzu in there and that coffee, it's very affordable online. No one talks about it, but I really enjoyed that phrase. Got a little bit of a spice.
It's been years since I did that review. Uomo Urban Feel?
It's really good.
Years.
It's really good. I have a bottle of it, and it's very underrated, and you can wear it every day. You can wear it every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Good stuff.
Giancarlo said he is not a fan of Azure Oud. About to make one last purchase for 2024. Is it going to be a Creed fragrance?
Sound like you're talking about Oud Maracuja.
He might be. He might be. Nerd says, good to see you, Rayhan Imperia. Azure Oud coming in tomorrow, blind buy. Looking forward to it. Well, I hope it doesn't smell to you the way it does to me. I hope you become one of those people that get offended when I say bad things about it. That way you enjoy your money. I want you to enjoy your purchase. I don't want it to be for you what it is for me.
For sure.
Here we go. Dedrick, do you know anything that smells like Mind Games J'adobe? It's amazing. If there isn't anything, I'm going to have to buy the OG.
Well, if you're looking for an inspired take on it, Yeoman Lau has a fantastic, affordable take on it. I've done a review on it in the archives. It's Razi. That's what it's called. Raazi. It is spectacularly done, high quality. Extract the parfum, 40% oil concentration, so you get a little bit more there. But that pomegranate note, they really touched on it. I'd say it's about 92%. I hate to do the percentages, but that's what it is. But it's a really good, affordable take on the Mind Games Jadu. So check that one out, man. Check that one out.
Elliot's a Oud Maracuja fan.
It is stellar. Godly.
07 Cobalt. That's a Bleu de Chanel EDP killer right there. It's less expensive. Oil's kind of a little bit higher quality, and it smells the same. Let's see.
Never smelled that.
It'll be a Creed fragrance, but I'm gatekeeping this one for a while. I had a feeling. That's why I said it's probably a Creed fragrance.
He's locked into Creed, man.
Ooh, Ingenious Ginger.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have a bottle.
Absolutely, Walt.
But
absolutely, Walt. That's one I got to get for the summer.
Brighter ones.
Yeah.
Tigar family, but more ginger.
Oh, it's good. And that vanilla in there.
Good. Yeah,
it's good. good.
Here we go. Last question. No pressure. You've helped me out already. Best
Okay.
fragrance from Zaharoff to consider El Coco Loco. I didn't even have to.
Coco Loco Citrine. Coco Loco Citrine.
If you're
for vacation, Coco Loco for
because of the
vacation.
coconut.
Vacation.
That's why I say that, because it's a bowl of fruits. The cardamom really gives vibrance and brightens up the fruits. You get some creamy tropical coconut, musk, vanilla, soft
really good.
woods. It's really good. It's a fun fragrance. It's a fun vacation.
It's really good for sure. For sure.
Oh, look at him hating on all these good fragrances. Ingenious Ginger is a no for me, Walt. Got a 50 ml blind buy.
Was it?
What
was it? Okay.
Jason, what do you like besides Creed?
Interesting. I've never really heard no
Creed.
I wonder what he didn't like about it.
I'm surprised personally, because I think this is the first time I've seen somebody say something that wasn't positive about Ingenious Ginger.
Well, his taste kind of aligns with it, so I'm kind of interested on what he doesn't like about it. So, okay. Kind
of surprised. You got it. Elliot ordered Invictus Parfum.
Ooh.
You sold him.
Ooh,
so
Elliot.
If he ends up not liking it, it's your fault. Well, wait, he said.
Elliot, I'll be watching. I will be watching Elliot for sure.
Many of them already think I don't like design. Well, you definitely go surprise them then if they think you don't like design.
I can't wait to see it. For sure.
Scroll down a little bit. Me and my lady are fighting over the last sprays of my Rozzy decant.
Rozzy's good. It's really good. Really good.
Any word as to whether there'll be more ATH Ohm full bottles in production someday? I don't have the scoop on ATH stuff.
I don't have any clue, my man.
That's one of the like 3 or 4 9.75s I've ever given.
Yeah. Oof. Good stuff.
Alan said, I won Oud Maracuja from a waffle for 25. That stuff isn't, I guess he meant that great, to be honest. Sold it for 240 real quick.
I wish I could have got it for 240
I'm
from you.
I think Kalen's like a long lost brother of Jason. Because a lot of stuff that I love, Kalen does not like. He's very much like Jason in that way. I'm starting to think they're like lost brothers. They got the same taste. Boy, if they got lavender in something, count Kalen out. He's not like lavender.
Okay.
But not Coco Loco if it's a ski vacation. No, definitely not.
No, definitely not.
Not for that.
Definitely
not. I think we need to be more specific on vacation. Well, if there's snow involved, I would like to think the person asking the question would be like, hey, I'm going skiing.
Yeah, he would say it. Because when I think vacation, I think summer hot.
Yeah. Sure.
Tropical.
Oh, John doesn't like it either.
Damn. I guess it's like no specific. No specific.
Said he's going to Brazil. Oh, well, that's perfect because Coco Loco is inspired by Rio de Janeiro and Carnival.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's elaborating. The dry down's boring. It reminds me of Nishane Ani mixed with Tigar. That sounds great.
That's what it is.
Ani mixed with Tigar sounds great. I don't know how you know.
I mean, if you're looking for something to knock your socks off, I mean, you're not going to get that with Ingenious Ginger.
Smells good though. It'll get some compliments.
Yeah, I like it. For sure.
Now, I don't know if I would wear it to brunch at a winery with my wife there, Mr. Virtue.
No.
You weren't watching when I gave him a hard time the other day. I jumped on with him and Jim's.
Okay.
To me. I said, tell us again how you're not rich. I love messing with Jason. Jason's my favorite. Yeah. Good to see you, Dame.
Yeah, for sure, Mike.
No, I loved it, but kept it, sprayed it once for a month or two in Arizona and make some moolah. To make some moolah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That definitely sounds amazing. Okay, there we go. So we're at the bottom. I guess we're at a good spot. What you think, D? About that time to shut it down?
Yeah, we're good. I'm had a great time, having a blast right now. Great time for sure.
D said, Jason said only the best makes it to brunch. Here's the best. We'll take a few more and then we'll shut it down. Let's see. Paul says, what's a house you guys want to explore more in 2025?
Electimus for me.
Who's ready?
Caspian Cherry, my God. Is that a great fragrance? My God. Is Caspian Cherry fantastic? I've smelled some others from the house. Shout out to Jason. He sent me a couple of decants from Electimus earlier, I think last year. And what's it called? Trajan and
Citrus BR 540. And you can get that for like $100 too.
Yeah. So Electimus is one for sure. And other than that,
wait,
I'm really gonna be diving. I've smelled it and it's really, really good. I've
I can
smelled it, but I
imagine
don't
that being
have
in
it.
your taste because it's ani mixed with like Cedrat Boisé with wood.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
kind of
smelled it.
like
It's
that,
really,
you
really
know?
good. It's really, really good.
Hype beast.
Electimus is at the top of the list. Electimus at the top of the list. There was one other house I can't think of it right now. Just so what is it? Suspiro.
Suspiro. That was
Suspiro. I
going to be
want to
my
tap in a
answer.
little bit.
Suspiro. I want to explore more. Tazo put me on with
Mhm.
Basso and Dolce Melodia. And it's
Yeah,
like, man, and I've smelled Vibrato. So it's like 3 home run fragrances right
yeah.
there.
So for me, yeah,
Probably
those are
the
the two
3
houses
most
that really
mass
stand out.
appealing I think I could have started with. So Spiro's my answer as well.
Yeah.
I need to explore more from that house.
Yeah, Electimus for sure. I love the bottles of Electimus. I've loved what I smell from Electimus. I'm looking forward to really, making a couple purchases really before the year is over.
So
Born to
Joel's
Stand
looking
Out.
to go more into Bois 1920, Born to Stand Out for Walt. We got Bond number 9, Cinepiece for Dominic. Great choice. When's the next wrestling stream? Well, unfortunately, we weren't able to do Survivor Series. It kind of shook out to where it wasn't going to work. But definitely before the Rumble. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything. We would have had to plan out for this weekend. I mean, unless you want to do it Friday, do Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, Stone Cologne, I want to get with Ross and we go on the stream and do a year-end review of the year of wrestling. So be on the lookout for that. We got to get together
Maybe
and
we could
figure
do
out
that
what
before
works.
the month ends, because I'm going to be in Louisiana
for
Christmas, but I'll be back. We got a whole week after that.
Yeah. So look out for that, Stone Cologne. Look out for that.
It's been a great year.
End of year review. Huge.
WWE, I think, has had their best year in decades.
Agreed.
Trajan does numbers in compliments. I believe it. Really feeling their Mercuro Cashmere. Got a cup of full bottle. I believe
Tazo
with a decan of that one.
Tazo just got him a full bottle, and I have that one on my list as well. So Walt, me and you thinking the same thing, my man. For sure.
What's the worst looking bottle you've ever seen?
The worst looking bottle I've ever seen?
Nasamato's got one with a penis head. I think that one. I'll go there. Kuba did a review on it. It's got a dickhead cap. It's awful.
Probably want to say
yeah.
Probably want to say Mahir Legacy from Latafa. That horse that horse thingy is so gaudy.
It is an awkward bottle. I gotta admit, it's awkward.
Yeah, you're right. Awkward. I don't want to say worse than
it's very
awkward.
awkward.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know which Nasamato fragrance it is, but I know there's 2 caps and one of them's a circumcised dickhead that comes with it. So I'm gonna go with that. That's weird to me. Why would you want that to be your fragrance bottle?
Okay.
All right. Sure.
Interesting.
And Kuba got it and reviewed it too. Sure did.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Because I saw the advertising for it. It's like a bondage dominatrix kind of thing was the marketing.
Oh, okay.
He got it and reviewed it. I was like, you wild dude.
Okay.
Glad I could catch some of the live. See y'all on the next one. It was great to have you, Elliot. I sure appreciate it. Guys, we had a lot of great content creators in here. Fragrance Well, Fat Boy Finesse, a lot of great people. I'm sure I'm leaving out others, but definitely check out some of their channels, guys. As you see their names in, check them out.
No doubt.
Just open Precious Treasure, bottle number 282.
Good stuff there.
Magnifique.
Good stuff there.
Shoot, I'm a crazy wrestling head. As are we, sir. These live streams are nothing compared to when we do our wrestling streams. That's what
come on over to the next one, Walt. You got to check us out over there.
Yeah, for sure. Shouts to Creative. This has been a good year. Yeah. Triple H has become the GOAT immediately. And Shawn Michaels. NXT's been great, man. Shawn Michaels
been fired too.
Boy, every time I think we're about to get to the bottom, we got we still got 154 hanging with us. We still got to act.
Incredible crowd, man. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Incredible crowd, man.
Yeah, we sniffed 200 for a little while. We've held 160, 170 was kind of the average. I appreciate the crowd, guys.
Dope crowd, yes, for sure.
Thoughts on Aether from Fragrance World, Greenlee dupe. I actually did a full review on it. So the cedar on paper, virtually identical. Can't tell the difference. On skin, cheap cedar. You got to give it a minute. Very cheap cedar from that one when you compare it to Greenlee. But aside from that, it's really close. You got to give it a few minutes to get past that cheap wood smell. But I'm a fan. I did a full review on it if you want to hear any more thoughts beyond that. Dedrick, you ever tried it?
No, I have not tried the clone. I have not. The original is Holding me down.
Uh-oh. Opinions on Sacred Flame.
It's so good. It's so good.
Nice and fiery, hot, spicy, ambery,
So
a bit
good.
fruity.
Sweet.
Definitely one of his
man.
best releases. I think this sneaks into the top 5 for me.
Yeah, same here. It's so good, man.
It's one of his best releases.
It's so fruity, warm.
Yeah, man. The woodiness it dries it out just a little bit.
You know what? The cashmerean really shows up once I get down to the dry down, and I love that. I love how the cashmerean shows up.
I'm bringing this to Christmas, Sharon's Veil.
I wore mine last week, and it is a
I'm wearing it for Christmas.
It is a dog.
My Christmas fragrance. Yeah, it's a beautiful sweet oud.
Oh God, it's fantastic.
Strong.
It's fantastic.
Oh my God, is it strong?
It's fantastic, and it lasts all day long.
I have not tried Mahir Black. Have you? Just silver.
I have not. I've seen it, but I have not tried it.
This has been a great live stream. Well, I sure appreciate
that, Tonio.
Remlock, have you guys tried Nemean Line? That's the only Argos creation I've never smelled.
I almost bought it yesterday.
I've never tried it.
I almost bought it yesterday. Almost, but I have not tried it. I want to really bad. I really want to try it.
I've never smelled it. Today I got Ophion Supremacy Collector's Edition, and I love the smell, but longevity isn't great. Nose fatigue, sir. I promise. Well, hey, as the community says, you shouldn't even be wearing it right now. Now that you've sprayed it, you got to put it on the shelf for 3 months. It's not going to be good until you let it
don't do that. Don't do that.
You're not allowed to enjoy your fragrance. Boy, so many people missed my point. Yes, maceration is a real thing with these fragrances.
It is.
They do get better as you let them sit. But you can wear the damn fragrance right away and enjoy it. That's what I was getting fussed. The comment I made the shorts video about, I was getting fussed. Content creators in general were being fussed, and I was the example. That all of y'all are saying this is good, and none of y'all are letting it macerate first. Because it does smell good, you dumb fuck. That's I wanted to choke this dude. Like, that's why I went on that rant. For those of you that didn't know, so many people in the comments missed the point. But yeah, that you like that, dude. Have a great night, you well, Leo.
You too, Leo.
Gotta get y'all with something, you know. Luis, my man, catching the replay later, enjoying Evening Mystique. Hell yeah. That it definitely richens up. All fragrances do this, especially the quality stuff. They will mature like fine wine. They really will.
Jason, talking about someone's aggressive tonight.
Oh, you got wet when you saw that. You saw might want to change your underwear. Got some laugh emojis.
Nathan,
I
glad
appreciate all of you.
Glad
for sure. All of you. Frag rage. Yeah, there we go. Awesome thoughts on Sacred Flame. Thank you guys. Definitely order a sample. That's the way to go. You definitely want to try them. They are not cheap, man. They are very expensive. 30 mLs will still run you $150. So I saw him reply to you in the comments. So with Ken, like Ken made a joke about his poor grammar. He then replied to Ken and still misspelled words about being fussed for his grammar. It was hilarious. I literally laughed out loud when I read the argument they were having, because it was about how the dude can't spell and the dude continued to misspell everything. It was great. Luis says, good evening, Dedrick.
What's going on, my guy?
Nope, 3 months, let it go for a year. There you go. Yeah, macerate for a year. That's the way to do it. Buy it and forget it. I'm just tired of people asking me whether to buy the and that's what's funny to me. They don't smell the same. People hear pineapple and they're all the same fragrance, right? They're both good.
Yes,
I prefer Supremacy Collector's Edition. D, did you get either of them?
I have the Collector's Edition, and it's spectacular. I have not smelled Rebel. I have not smelled it.
Collector's Edition is one of my favorite affordable releases this year.
And you know what? Out of all the Middle Eastern houses around here, Lattafas and Paris Corn, I'm just being honest. Look, Afnan is the quality standard. The oils, they are the quality standard right now. They are.
Yeah, it definitely has that Kate Alfresan opening for sure. It's deeper. It's a deeper fragrance, though. It lacks some of the spice, and it's got other notes, earthy notes and things like that. But I think it's better. It's basically if you like Kate Alfreson, you'll like 9 p.m., but they are kind of redundant. Let's see where a lot of people are coming from.
Grimlock, look at that haul he got in.
Went crazy and got Sharon's Veil Triumph X-Straight. Oh God, that's 3 something. And Neiman Lion. That's 3 something. You dropped like a G because Sharon. That's all the 3 most expensive fragrances, even with 10% off. You deep pockets over here. My guy. Let me see what you spent.
Yeah, that Neiman Lion's like $350.
Yeah, dude.
It's like $350 for Neiman Lion.
Wow.
I almost bought it yesterday, but I chilled. I chilled.
See, so Sharon's Veil, I know that one's $345 for the 100.
That's $355. Yep. And it's so good.
It's amazing, but Triumph of Bacchus X-Straight, I believe that's $355 too. Yeah. So there's $710 right there. And then what else did he get?
Neiman Lion.
Oh God, I believe that one's in the 300s too.
That's $350, I believe. Is it $350?
Let's see. $378. Even more. So you spent not if obviously you got a 10% or something somewhere, but let's say you didn't. That's a G.
I need to smell that Neiman Lion.
I've heard so much raving about. He said 20% off saves lives. So he got 20.
Yes, it does.
Because look, off that 1,000, he saved $200.
Yes, he did.
20% goes a long way in this situation, but still, you dropped $800.
Hey,
more power to you, my guy. I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't spent that kind of money in one drop on fragrances.
Yeah.
I've done it many times.
What a haul, man. Jeez.
But man, man, let me just.
What a haul.
Let me give you a round of applause, man. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Wow.
We got a new money bags in the chat. Yeah, no doubt, man.
Hell yeah. Him and Jason must be next door neighbors.
So, because it's just for the Zed Lounge, man. I fussed Ryan when he was putting in the chat earlier. Just go to the website. They got some damaged boxes. I don't know if you're interested. The bottles are fine, but there's a few. He literally shows the numbers. He released it in the Zed Lounge. It's supposed to be for the Zed Lounge members. They're almost gone. There's a few left. They're at a slight discount because the boxes have a little bit of damage to them. George explains it in the post. Let me 1 second. So if you're okay with that, which I believe he's got them pictured. Hold on 1 second. Why am I clicking this and nothing's happening? So I'm going to put my link in the chat because if you don't mind, please, I would like to make my commission. That would be very nice. If so, there is no discount with it, but he did discount them slightly. You can't use a discount on top of it. So yeah, listed sold out. It might be a private link because he did release it for okay, here we go. So the special group. So it's $30 less. So he pictures the slight errors and stuff in it. See, it's a little scarred up from shipping and just little things like this. See, this one's got a big scratch. So that's why he discounted. He's like, Ross, what do I do with them? I was like, well, you could see who wants them. There's probably some people that would buy them. The bottles are fine. Everything else is fine. It's just in transit. Some of these got scraped up a little bit. They are numbered. They're still part of the 500. This is the ones he was not going to sell. It was like 20 bottles total. So if you want to click the link in the chat, for any of you that didn't get it and you're okay with this, there's a few. I think he told me he sold 12 of them earlier of the 20. So I think there's 8. There may be less now. I don't know, but there you guys go. Like I said, you don't have to use my link. You can tell me go fuck myself, but I'd sure appreciate it if you don't. Because technically this is privileged information. It was offered first to the Zed Lounge members, his Facebook group, for those who didn't know. Because what happens in the Zed Lounge stays in the Zed Lounge. It's literally part of the rules. No screenshotting and all those different things. So if you want to be privy to this kind of stuff and you're on Facebook, come join the Zed Lounge. Myself, I'm obviously a moderator in there. And that's where George drops nuggets, early release stuff, things that are happening through the process when he's creating certain fragrances, little Easter eggs he likes to drop. That's where you can find stuff like that. So let me scroll down. Sammy Andrus in the chat. Boy, we got a lot of content creators hitting here today. Mr. Sammy Andrus, good to see you, sir. Big fan of
What's going
summer.
on, Sammy?
I've been wearing that one quite a bit as of late. Actually, I think I still have it right here. No, I got Mango Land right here. Speaking of beautiful mango fragrance, because I am a sucker for the mango fragrances.
Doesn't he have his own line? He has his own line, right?
This is his niche fragrances. He's got his clone line, the Sammy Andrus ones that he started with, but he's got these niche fragrances, Andrus Parfums.
I've seen some conversations. So shout out to you, man, for your own line. So I've never tried anything yet. I haven't tried anything yet, but shout out to Sammy for sure.
This is all original creations, niche.
Okay, dope. I
forgot exactly who perfumed these. He did Christian Carbonell with his first release. Like, he's using top tier master perfumers.
Okay, shout out to Sammy, man, for sure.
If the Bishop's here, I was hoping he could do that real quick, but maybe not. Let me grab a link for you if you want to join. It's a private group. You have to make sure to answer the questions. One of them's, how did you hear about this place? Usually the answer is TLTG's channel. So definitely, because you got to answer all the questions, or we will decline you. If you have a private profile, we will decline you. If you have a bare profile with nothing on it, we will decline you. It's to put real profiles, real people that are there to enjoy the little private community George has built. It's about 2,000 members right now. But there's the link in the chat for anybody that wants to check it out. Quest said he plans on getting Mango Land when the weather warms up. It's definitely very tropical. Very, very tropical, that's for sure. Yeah, well, it's like he's got them. What's he going to do with them? Because we talked about it a couple of days ago. Literally yesterday, I think we talked about it. And he decided to put them out today. I was like, why not? Somebody's bound to want to buy them as long as you're okay with that, because they're clearly scarred and damaged, but you still get on the experience. And when he releases them next year in regular boxes, because he's going to do a small run this time next year, because there's another Privé fragrance coming out next year. So the focus isn't a revisit of these. There won't be these boxes again. That's a one-off. It's a one-time thing. But it'll be some regular boxes with a couple, a small amount of bottles ran next year, later in the year, like third quarter, fourth quarter of the year. And it's still going to be $295. So your opportunity to get the bottle at $265, regardless of presentation, is here. That's why he's offering it at a discount, because he told me it's still going to be the same price next year. It was just something special he wanted to do with those presentations. So guys, we made it to the 2-hour mark. Still got 135 hanging with us. I appreciate you guys. Dedrick, I'm so glad you did this with me. This was last minute.
Yeah.
I literally texted him when I was about to leave from the gym yesterday. I was like, "You're off tomorrow?" He said, "Yep." So you want to do a live? Let's do some floral. What do you think? Here's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
And here we are.
Yeah. On vacation this week, man. So have a little bit of extra time. So definitely glad I got a chance to jump on with my brother, man, my guy, and have a good time over here on his channel with this incredible audience. Thank you, Ross, for always welcoming me over to the channel, and we always have a great time, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat tonight for kicking it with us. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. If you've come over from my channel and you are not subscribed to Ross, what are you waiting for? This is one of the GOATs in the game. One of the, and me personally, one of the dopest individuals that I've ever had the pleasure of coming across. Not only in this space, but just in life, period. So salute to my guy. Salute to you guys watching. And so glad I was able to be here tonight, for sure.
Y'all want to know a secret? This is one of those rare times he and I actually talk fragrance together. We hardly ever talk fragrance. We talk
hardly ever.
Our friendship is based on outside of this completely.
Hardly ever talk fragrance.
We have so much in common. We talk about everything else because we do fragrance content all the time. So we talk about everything.
Yes.
It's nice to chop it up on fragrance with you for a change. We never do that. But once in a while, a little nugget when I jump on your channel,
Yeah. Was really cool.
But you want to let them know what you got coming up this week?
Got a lot of, I'm starting my year-end review stuff. Got some holiday stuff coming up. We will be going live with Mr. George Zaharoff on Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to make sure I get that in the bag when we're done tonight. But like I said in my it's not a review. I gave my real raw first impressions of Precious Treasure. And I am so fascinated with the creations, the storyline, the book, everything that Precious Treasure has to offer. I really just want to talk to George about it. And I feel like it'd be a good piece for everybody else who's interested in that as well. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully Thursday night, you'll see the thumbnail soon. I'm going to chop it up with George when we're done here and get that confirmed. But that's what I got coming up on the live streams. And, you know, at the end of the year, I like to have a lot of fun. So look out for some fun live streams. I am going to do a Christmas giveaway. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to do a Christmas giveaway on a live stream. All my giveaways will be on live streams going forward. I will no longer do dedicated videos to giveaways.
That keeps
going
those
forward.
spam profiles out your comments too.
Right. Everything will be on the live stream. So look out for the Christmas live stream coming up. Not next week. Next week, the Christmas live stream. And that's pretty much all I got going on, man. For sure. Thank you for having me once again.
I sure appreciate you coming on, my guy. Thank you, everybody that came spend some time with us again. We had some great content creators hanging in the chat with us today. Fat Boy Finesse, yes. Sammy Andrus. Sammy's, if you speak Spanish, you should know who he is. He's got over 500,000 subscribers. He's got 2 different fragrance houses, both affordable clones and niche perfumery original stuff. As well, we had Fragrance Well in the chat, Jims and Jason.
Elliot,
Sniffs, you know what I mean? We had a lot of great. I'm sure I'm leaving some people out here. My apologies. If I didn't just see your name in the last 2 minutes, it probably slipped my mind. Fragrance Dude, Randy popped by for a little bit. Check out all these great content creators. If you like us, you're bound to like them. And see what they got going on, guys. So once again, thank you, D, for coming and spend some time with me. Subscribe to Dedrick Hicks Jr. I'm going to say it again. Subscribe to Dedrick Hicks Jr. I don't know why you wouldn't. If you're here, why wouldn't you be? If you're on the fence, stop being a bitch. Subscribe. Come on. Anyway. So on that, I mean, y'all got to get the real when you come over here. Come on now. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Check out Dedrick's video from today. Check out my video from today if you got a little bit of time. And tomorrow live with Justin on his channel. We're doing the most special occasion of fragrances, the stuff that we wear maybe once or twice a year, the stuff that we tell people we love that we get criticism and they're like, you say you love these, but you never wear them. That's literally what he said. This is in response to those people. That was his idea. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. The most obscure stuff on our channel will be on Justin's live stream, me and Justin tomorrow. So
can't wait to watch. I'll be tuned in.
I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Subscribe to both channels and we'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out, y'all.